everybody. Hi, how's it going? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've switched microphones like 16 times today. Oh my gosh. It wasn't working for a while, and then the filter wasn't working, and then the filter worked, and then it wasn't working. Anyway, hi. How's everybody doing? How's it going? Hello, Sam. Yeah, I am the Envy Twink Dragon today. Hello. Hi, Bomb Brigade. Hi, Gino. Hello. Sync Dragons here. Red Links. Hi. Aces. Hello. Yeah, we're Dragon today. Rurik. Hello. Welcome. Welcome on in. Ty, for real. If you don't log in, I'm going to come slap you. Come play with me. If you're still there. Hi, Lysic. Hi. Fancy seeing you here. Hopefully the audio level's okay for the music. It looks maybe like it's still a little quiet. Bring that up just a little more. Maybe even a little more than that. Maybe like right there, perhaps. First time seeing the dragon. You haven't seen the dragon before? I've streamed one other time with the dragon before. That was like 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe it was like right before I got COVID. I think it was right before I got COVID. I'm quiet? I can turn myself up. I shouldn't be quiet. Now I'm very loud. Is this too loud? Hang on. It's a little hard to dial in with my big paws. It shouldn't be quiet. Hang on, let me... It shouldn't be. As far as I can tell on my screen, it should be fine. It's a touch loud now. Okay, hang on. How about here? Maybe like, here. Maybe like here is okay? Is this okay? I've got a lot of wiggle room on that, but yeah. I invited Foxpaws to come play with us today. And I don't know, Foxpaws is nowhere to be found so far. So I don't know, maybe we'll be solo. I just invited Ty, which I would be happy to have Ty on to play with us. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Hi, DJ Amyot. Welcome on in. Welcome. But we'll see. Yeah, we're doing a Derg stream today. I am, like, enamored with this model specifically. So, I don't know. Whenever you see me in VR, I'm probably going to be this. I've been thinking about doing, like, Beat Saber streams with this model, actually, if I can make it work. I think it would be a lot of fun. Just because, I don't know, you get to see, like, this view the whole time while I'm playing Beat Saber from behind. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it would be cute. I'm doing good, yeah. What if Foxpaws is crawling through my ear cavity to get to my brainstem? That's a scary thought. A very scary thought. I think I would notice. I know he's tiny, but I think I would notice. I do think I would notice. Yeah, Fox should be around somewhere. I've never invited Fox on stream with me before, so we'll see how that goes. It would be a good view. Yeah, I agree. It would be a good view. But yeah, so I figured we'd go live a little bit earlier today. I have a hockey game that I want to watch that's at 7 o'clock. It's the Calgary Flames versus the Dallas Stars. So I was going to go like 3 hours on stream today. And I didn't want to start stream late and then cut it out late. So we're coming a little earlier, yeah. So many hugs. I'm looking good. Thank you so much, Chloe. Thank you. Check under my foot. Nope, not there. Still not there. Nope. Wasn't Fox the premier of the Clam Club? Yeah, I guess that's true. He was briefly there for that. He was tiny and underfoot. No scarf today. We could put the scarf on. Honestly, we had to re-upload the avatar, so I kind of just haven't changed anything. Could do the warmers or the scarf. The scarf is okay. I was just kind of... I'm not really feeling the scarf today, to be honest. I like the scarf, but I don't know. I was kind of feeling no scarf today. I was kind of feeling just like, you know, the full athletic outfit today. Get that nice smooth look going on. Plus, it's pretty warm here for a scarf. I don't know if you noticed, it's a pretty warm environment out here. Show off my pretty neck spots. Yeah, exactly. All my nice little scales. Yeah, and of course, Lysic likes the bare neck. Of course, of course. But yeah, how's everybody's weeks going? I did that presentation yesterday, which is what I was so stressed about on Sunday stream. It went totally great. I thought it would be a bomb, but like I went in and I practiced before work like for like 2 hours, and then I went in and did everything. There was a couple questions I couldn't answer or didn't answer, I think, as well as I could have, and I think I could have done it better on a couple slides, but it went really well overall. Now I'm on to another huge project that has big deadlines, so I'm stressed about that, but things are going pretty well overall. The chat overlay is off screen too low. Ah, frick. It sounds like I'm doing my voice different? I'm not. Hang on, let me look at chat. Yeah. There you go. Hang on, I might have to fix it another way. Hang on. Otherwise I might drop frames. I gotta do this. There we go. Yeah, what is this? A non-otter stream? Not an otter today. I can be different things to different people. I could be different things on different day. That's what's great about being a furry, is you could be whatever the heck you want. You're working hard to make your DJ set for Furality Aqua. Yo, are you DJing at Aqua? Yo, I'm really, really excited for that. I'm going to stream Furality probably all weekend. I think it's going to be really fun. The mic is different because they're in VR. Oh, yeah. I use a different microphone for VR than I do for my normal stream. So you probably are hearing that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, and my voice box is different because I'm in a different... I also gave a presentation yesterday, and then I also streamed 2 days in a row before that. So, like, maybe my voice is a little tired. I don't know. Could be that, too. But, like, I position my microphone in different places. I don't know. I tried to, like, put it away from my face a little bit, so it's like I'm not eating my microphone so bad. I don't know. I'm doing my best. Hi, Luros. Welcome in. But that's cool. Yeah. I've never streamed Furality content before, but I think I'm planning to this time, because, like, the last few times it's been on a weekend where I had a hockey tournament, and then I'm like, well, wait, what weekend is Furality? When is Furality? VR microphone makes me sound more femme? Hell yeah. I like that, actually. That's good. I like that. 17th and 19th of June. I think I might actually have a hockey tournament that weekend. I'm not sure. I know I'm on a cruise from June 4th to June 10th, and then I think I have an LGBT hockey tournament that weekend. But I could still stream in the evenings or something. That's possible. Where am I going? Alaska, actually. We're going on this one ship's, like, third voyage north. And since I live in Seattle, it's really easy to get onto an Alaskan cruise. I don't have to fly anywhere for that, so I think it'll be really fun. I've never been to Alaska before. I think it's going to be really good. Yeah, most cruises from Seattle go to Alaska is the thing. I've been to Caribbean cruises, which is really great. I have a great time with that. This one, what's funny about this cruise is that we were invited on this cruise by my friends, who were invited on this cruise by my one friend's parents, who are, like, weirdly conservative and everything like that. That's going to be very fun. But it's their anniversary trip to themselves or whatever. And then so they invited their son on this trip as well, right? And so then my friend, who's the son, was like, oh God, you have to come on this cruise and save us. I do not want to be there for 7 days with my conservative family with no outlet. Please come on this cruise with us. The hockey tournament is the 18th and 19th. So, yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. I have abandoned follower in June. Unfortunately, I'll be gone for like a week, but then the weekend that the the hockey tournament is, I should still be streaming and hanging out. And actually, I'll probably be streaming at the con. So, like, if people want to hang out, I don't know. We'll see what's up. I'll see how other people are doing content for it as also. You're thinking of moving to Seattle? You did take an Alaska cruise from Seattle? I really like Seattle. It's like one of my favorite places I've ever lived, to be honest. Tiger, log in. Come play with me. Tiger is being assigned a new persona, Arrogant Coral Wallaby. Live stream twerking on stage in fursuit. I've already done that at a con already. A live stream twerking on Ty at his concert in fursuit. How about that? You weaseled your way into my stream? No, literally, I was going to ask you, but I was too nervous to ask you because I thought I would be like... expecting something of you to come like entertain my stream with me, and then I was like, oh, I'm not gonna ask, it's okay, because like I didn't want to feel like a jerk for asking you. So like you're asking me to be on my stream, so now I want you to come on my stream for real. Come hang out. Nobody asked you to do anything ever? Tiger, will you come on stream with me, please? I want you to. See, chat wants to see you in stream too. How about a pole dance if you've twerked already? I don't think I've ever seen somebody pole dance in fursuit before. Is June an LGBTQ month? I believe Pride Month is June, so yeah, I believe that's correct. The event this time for Ferality is the same as, it's Luma, but underwater, so how could I not go? It's perfect. Tiger, if you don't log in and stream with me right now, I'm going to block you on Twitter, and then I'm going to block you on Twitch, and I'm going to leave the Twitch group. I swear to God. Yeah, it's an underwater theme. It's like, it's the same as Luma, I guess, with like all the crystals and the glowies, which was the best Ferality. And then, okay, that's fine, Ty. Just send an invite whenever you're ready. It's fine. Whenever you log in, I'll be here for like 3 hours or so. Yeah, for like 3 hours or so. And so whenever you log in, just ping me, and I'll bring you in. No problem. I almost forgot to charge all my stuff. In fact, my microphone that I'm using might die in the middle of the stream. So if at any point, like, I just, like... Also, I invited Fox. I don't know where the hell he is. My microphone might die at any time, so if you guys just stop hearing me at any moment, tell me, and I'll switch to my other microphone that doesn't need to be charged. I won't sound as nice, but, you know, at least I'll be live. You're promising to work on the otter, so you put it off so much. You've got to have it ready for the con. 100% you got to have it ready for the con. Have I played Death's Door? No, a lot of people have been talking to me about this. I've heard it's really good, but I have not played it yet. I actually tried to charge my microphone. I plugged it in like literally all day, but I guess like maybe the cable was loose or something. And then like, I don't know. I guess it didn't charge quite right or whatever. Man, electronics are the worst. I don't know, man. Yeah, you got to charge your otter. You got to remember to charge your otter, or dragon as it is. You can't promise that, but you'll try. Do it, or I'm going to block you on Twitter and Telegram it everywhere. Fox is having technical difficulties? Of course, that's fine. So today, my plan was to go do this puzzle map called Homesick. I was looking around for different puzzle maps, and this one apparently is pretty good. It's like based off you're an astronaut in space, I guess, and you're like trying to find your way home or something. It seems like it's pretty cool. It had a lot of high reviews and everything, so I think we're going to check that out once I've got like at least Fox in here, if not Tiger as well, hopefully. All right, well, Sam, thanks for coming by anyway. I do appreciate any time that anybody spends in the stream. Am I not partially electronic? Well, I'm like a bioelectronic, right? Like I'm an android. So like if you cut me, do I not bleed, etc. So I don't know. I don't know how you interpret that. It's like, oh, there's Fox. There they are. Have I figured out your Twitter?
Hello.
I have no idea, to be honest. Fox is running around over there somewhere. I don't make a habit of like looking for people's Twitter, to be honest. I do notice when people follow me on Twitter, and I notice that they're stream viewers. But to be honest, a lot of people's Twitch names and Twitter names are not the same. Even when they join my Discord, their Discord name might be different than their Twitch name, which is different than their Twitter name, and then I don't know who anyone is. Yeah, there he is. He's small. Fox, come here.
I'm trying to figure out my...
Let me pick you up.
Okay.
I gotta put you up here.
I will try.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I don't know.
How do I do this? There we go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I gotta bring you
on
up
your nose.
Here. Yeah, I gotta bring you up here. So that you can be on stream. There you go. Here's the small fox.
Where do I need to be?
You can just be here in my hand. There you go. The tiny fox.
Okay.
The tiny uppies. Here, why don't you just stand on my shoulder?
Okay. Oh, I gotta like step up on it. You gotta not move.
I gotta not move. That's impossible. I move all the time.
There we go.
You wouldn't care if people did. All I'll say is that your location is set to Nashville. I mean, again, I'm not trying to dox anybody out here or whatever. All right, Echo, thanks for coming by, and thank you for the bits. Thank you so much for the 250 bits. I really appreciate that. And thank you, as always, for being so important to this community and running all those game nights and everything. Really appreciate that. Yeah, look at this tiny little guy. This is the guy that's going to be playing games with us. And probably with Tiger once Tiger's stuff is charged. Oh my god, I can play with your hair. What the f?
Yeah. What?
I can play with your hair. Great, get closer to the camera.
My ears?
Come here.
Okay.
Come here. Look at this. Chat, look, I can play with his hair. Do you see that? I can play with his hair. What about your ears? Yeah, I can play with your ears too. I can pet his ears. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Oh, my tail.
The tail? Probably. Yeah. That's so good. I can just bat the tail around. Oh my god, this is so good.
They got a free Fox Dumpy redeem.
That's so good.
I need to be able to have chat up somehow. I can't.
If you were small, you'd hide your physically rendered junk. Yeah, you and everyone else. Look at this tail I can just play with. I can play with all the neck fluff and stuff. Actually, it seems like the neck fluff doesn't have bones. Just your tail. Yeah.
I'm reading chat right now. It's over here.
I had no idea this was part of the update. Wait, can you play with my tail? Wait, you're too small. It's not going to do anything. Wait, play with my ears.
If you'd stay still. Yeah, it does stuff, but it's very small.
Well, that's because you're small. Turn Fox Paws into a finger puppet. Oh my god. Yeah, the stream's gonna turn to
ears
nothing.
have
Yeah,
physics?
play my ears.
What did I just do? All right.
He's like literally in my ear. Look. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. That's so good. I love that so much. I could like play with your little ears. Yeah. You could play with my ears. Oh my god, I love that. I've never seen anything like that.
I can be normal size if that helps.
I don't care. You can be whatever size you want.
Tiny
you can pose
fox.
too if you press
Purple
trigger
heart.
while grabbing. Wait, what? You can grab your ears?
Can I grab it?
Eh. I can actually grab and move my ears around. What the heck? How do I reset this after I do that, though? What the hell? Wait, can I grab my hair? Can I grab my tail? Oh my god, I can hold my tail. Wait, I can hold my tail. This is incredible. Look at this.
I can't reach mine.
Yo. You could just grab your tail and be like, hey, here's my tail.
Here, can I hold it?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it up.
You gotta
to me.
grab it, probably. I don't know if it'll work if I hold it up for you. Here. I think you gotta go grab it yourself. You could grab my ear, maybe. Can I grab your ear? It only uses the old bones if you convert it over to the old ones. Yeah, these are all converted properly though with by the resident dragon, so it's fine. Yeah, these are fizz bones, all mine. So I can like, oh my gosh, this is so fun.
I got your tail.
Ouroboros yourself? Give me my tail back. Get out of here. Let go of my tail. Let go of my tail. Doesn't that hurt? Nah. It's fine.
Do you think it's possible I can get your
Oh my
chat
gosh, Sky
on my
Snap, what the
VR?
heck? Thank you.
Also,
Thank you for the
hype train.
hype train.
Sync
Oh
Spin.
my gosh, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Sky Snap, what the heck? Do you want to play with my tail too? Sky Snap, do you want to play with my tail? I mean, for 1,000 bits, you can play with my tail. Ow. Ow. I can't put it in my mouth. I'm trying to put my tail in my mouth. It's not working. It's like magnetically immune to my mouth. What the heck? Don't hurt my tail. No, my tail's fine. See?
Do you think it's possible to have your chat on my VR?
What are you talking about? Do you not
so
use
I can read your chat as well?
It's literally the same chat. You could just pull up the window.
Wait, what?
You pull up the Twitch stream in a window in OVR, and you could just look at it. Try touching my wings. I don't think my wings have bones. Maybe? I'm not sure if they have bones or not. It's kind of hard to reach back and touch my own wings, to be honest.
Where do I go for that?
Do you not have OVR overlays?
OVR advanced settings? No.
Oh, okay. It's what I don't remember which OVR it is. There's the OVR one that does this, and then you have the OVR that shows up on your wrist. OVR toolkit. OVR toolkit, you can pop up a window
OVR
inside
advanced
of you.
settings.
Oh yeah, so this is more of a streamer thing. You have like OVR toolkit, and it shows up like a window. That's how it works for me. Or you could use Live, but that's what I do.
Ew.
You like my model, Crude? Yo, look, I can play with my ears now. I can grab my ears and... Yo, I'm getting my my actual real life piercings fixed up on this Friday. So now when I go on the cruise, I can wear like fancy little dangly earrings and stuff. I've been wearing the same earrings for 6 months. Now I can finally switch them out. I'm allowed to switch out my jewelry finally. After 6 freaking months. You like XS overlay more than OVR toolkit. What do you like more about it? Everybody I know uses OVR. But I'm willing to try other stuff. This is pretty resource intensive, so I don't know. Yeah, I can finally use my Christmas present. That's so true. So true. Absolutely true. What does XS overlay do that OVR toolkit does not do? Puck got me diamond earrings for Christmas, and I have not worn them at all yet, and I really want to. And I want to get like cute dangly ones, and I want to wear the ones that Techie got me, because I got the Wi-Fi, and then I got a couple of scales from Lysic that I want to turn into earrings too, because I think those would be cute little scale earrings. So cute. Oh, I forgot to say, Teal Blitz, thank you for 4 months.
2 months is Big Pog. Hope you all are doing good today.
I'll get to Zenta in a second, but Teal Blitz, welcome. Thank you for 4 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge, where the Wi-Fi is always clean. And Zenta, thank you for 2 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the 2nd month to the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Do you guys want to see the clean Wi-Fi? I don't know how many people haven't seen this already. There's Wi-Fi up there. And then there's this Wi-Fi right here. I don't know if I've ever shown this on stream. There's a freaking Wi-Fi router right here. Don't earrings hurt? No, not really. Honestly, it didn't really feel like anything. Is this a custom world? This is my world. Yeah. You can see, look. These are all the beans of our community. Here's Fooster. This one's Fooster. And this one's Coda, Communist Doggo, and Techie, and someone else, I'm not sure. And this one's Communist Doggo, and that's Cosmic right there, and Coda and Techie again. And there's Dead Metal, and I think this one might be Tech Dude. I'm not sure. Not Tech Dude. This one might be Aces right here. I'm not sure. I forget who this one is. This little otter here. And then there's just a picture of like that. And then there's more pictures of people up here. Hi, yeah, that's you. And then there's more pictures of all these beans over here. And then there's a picture of me right here. That's me. And here's a picture of Fox Paws. And me. And Glowy's crotchal region. And then this one has a picture of Zav and Coda and Cosmic and Echo and Nath. Look at all these cute beans. What? And Rashek. The one in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, this is my world, yeah. I love it. It's literally, it feels like home to me. Yeah, I'm looking at all my photos, exactly. And this is the beach area. You can see that. We've got like a nice little patio and some beds over there. There's a day bed over there on the hang on, where I see it right there. And the hot tub is right there. There's an hot tub. We've got a pool table. We've got freaking Wi-Fi symbol over here. The outdoor seating area. I made your boyfriend sad. No, I didn't. Come on. I've done nothing but make you guys happy the last, like, week. And then down here is the theater. This is where we do our movie hangouts for our community. So we all come down here, we cuddle, we watch movies. It's a lot of fun. Good times, good times. You want to become a VTuber and a hip-hop artist? That sounds fun. Being a VTuber is pretty great, not gonna lie. But these glowy bits, these are like one of my favorite things in the world. I love it so much. Yeah, I glow. Yeah, so all of my white markings glow. And if you look at my back, hang on. I got fussed at for Lysic for this. Hang on, take my shirt off. I gotta flare my wings out so I can show you guys my back. I've got these cool markings down my back and my horns glow too. Put my shirt back on. Too hot for Twitch. These are the sync back rooms. No, that's somewhere special in the world. That's where the foxhole is. But yeah, no, this is just my world, basically. All of this. And actually, I don't know how many people know this, but there is a night mode of the world coming very soon. So when you look up, instead of seeing the day, you're going to see the freaking stars. And it's based off of a NASA sky map. So you can actually see like the real constellations of like North America and whatnot. It's really good. Yeah, the tail also has great physics, courtesy of one Lysic the Dragon, who did an amazing job on the tail physics. Is this a world that can be joined at any time? Anybody can come here. Although I'm in a private instance. You can, yeah, no, this is a public world though. You can come here, you can check it out. It's called the Clam Club on VR Chat. It's like it's my favorite world, obviously. I need a Majora's Moon moon toggle. Oh god, that would be terrifying. I hate that. So you'll be able to use the stars to pinpoint the exact location of the Clam Club. So what's funny is that I actually haven't done that yet. But I was talking to Juice and I might. I could do that. I could pick a place for it to be in the real world. But the thing is that technically the Clam Club isn't supposed to be on Earth anyway. It's on Leto's planet, which is called Tropaz. So it's kind of a misnomer in any case. But if you did do the, like, zero in on the coordinates using the stars thing, what you'd find probably is that I'm just in Hawaii. Essentially. New canon? It's always been canon. Don't you remember my old starting screen? How it said Tropaz on it and it was big island? It's still there. Yo, PK Narshi, can we get pause up for our raiders? Everybody pause up for the raiders. Welcome on in, raiders. You never paid attention to it? Well, what the heck are you doing in my stream? You start playing Tunic and Stanley Parable. I've heard those are really good too. You clicked raid too early and you forgot to do an intro outro. I've done that before. Actually, I've done the thing where I hit the raid button and I start raiding and then I forget that it's not like I think that it's going to be like, oh, it'll go when I press the button, but it actually has like a 2-minute timer if you don't do it immediately, and it'll auto raid and auto host that person. And so then I start talking about like oh yeah guys, come check us out next day, we're gonna be doing this, thanks for coming everybody, and then it just cuts me off and sends everybody else to the other stream. It's the worst. Yeah, I didn't even oh, you just clicked the button by accident? That's so funny. Where are the puzzles? Or the fox paws? Honestly, I think fox paws might have drowned. I'm not sure where he went. But PK Narshi, I hope you had a great stream. Thank you for following and thanks for swimming on by. Welcome. More technical difficulties? Yeah, I think Fox is, like, struggling. I don't know where Fox is. Nanak is online. I should invite Nanak. I stepped on him? I don't think I see any Fox Paws juice on my feet. Well, he shouldn't drown because I saw him standing on the water, so he should be okay. But it is a pretty deep pool for somebody that's 6 inches tall. Yeah, we're doing VR chat today. Welcome. It isn't available for purchase. It's a free program. What do you mean? Need a great color your audio. I kind of want to make a sync audio. I think that'd be cute. You can't download it. Try whatever Lysic uses. I just want to be a dragon today. On VR, I kind of always want to be a dragon, to be honest. Bye, PK Narshi. Thanks for bringing your community by. Really appreciate the raid. Thanks so much. Stream is so bad right now. What are you talking about? Oh, Steam. I'm like, wait. My stream is so bad right now. I'm like, that's so disrespectful. What the hell? Me and reading are not good friends. You're already an otter, so it's just for fun. You're a deer, so the otter is chippy deer. Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people that are like that, too. Oh, thought I almost ended stream by accident. That was an accident. Awkward. I'm the only otter that is so nice to let you to have a hugs and cuddles. Everybody can get a hug. You come find me at a con, I'll hug you. You can get a big hug. Dragon Sync retains a single otter brain cell. That's true. That's literally true. There's not much going on up here. Yeah, there is the Steam Deck and the Stream Deck thing. I tend to... honestly, I think I'm dyslexic in some way or shape or form. When does the Clam Club have puzzles? There's no puzzles here. We're planning to go to a different world to check those out. I was just going to wait for, like, Foxpaws to not crash or whatever. Here it lets for dyslexia. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, it's funny because I think it's just, like, a minor thing. I think I just get very confused when I read. It's either something to do with my ADHD or something to do with something else. I'm not really sure because I'm really bad at, like, I'll read really fast and then just interpret it one way and then just be like, oh yeah, it's totally, this is what they said. And then that's never what they said. Add puzzles to the bar. Juice loves doing puzzles in these worlds. So, I mean, it is something that we could do. I never wrote it into the scope of the world when we first made the world. It's something we can do, though. I just didn't think that was what people wanted out of the world, basically. Dancing otter. Technically not an otter. We're gonna dance to this freaking... Steam is having issues right now when you started streaming. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is Steam Deck a bad console? I have no idea. I've never used one. Toe beans. Okay, hang on. It's important that we line up properly for toe beans. And it's going to auto level me, so I can't change the camera. So just 1 second. It's important that we line the stream up properly for toe beans. Yeah, I don't know any dances. I'm not a good dancer. But anyway, here's my toe beans. Beans. Hang on, let's bring the camera in closer. Get a closer look at these beans. Yeah. Bean. You could hydrate me right now, but it's illegal. I mean, that won't do anything. I think I turned it off. And if I didn't turn it off, it won't do anything. And my mods will just replace it. Beans. Chat only wants one thing, and it's disgusting. Yeah, let me get that camera back up. Oh my god, Aces.
You want to be a odd-ear? Hold on, let me rip off your legs and stick them in your head.
Well, I've got horns on here. What if I made my odd-ear have, like, the dragon horns? Oh my god, I keep forgetting that I can do this. It's not turned on, what I'm saying. Want to hydrate me well? Don't worry, I'll hydrate plenty. Oh, geez. What just happened? Okay, I thought I just turned off my freaking headset in a second.
We live in a society.
Trust me, I'll hydrate myself just fine during the hockey game. Don't worry about that. They started Steam maintenance early. There's Steam maintenance? I didn't even know that was a thing. That would be a demon otter? No, it would be an odd-ear. It would be a drotter. A Drotter, an Otgun. Steam is down for now. Oh no. Oilers lost and I am sad. Ha. Good. Get owned. Heavy Mike Smith moment last night I saw. You had a heavy Mike Smith moment. That's what you get when you hire Mike Smith as your goalie. Give the otter these horns and wings, and then you can be a Drotter. That's what I mean. You could be a Drotter. You're on stream right now? Are you? You wanted to rip the Audier's antlers off the Audier and turn it and onto a wolf model, but I like it and you couldn't figure it out. I'm not the person to ask. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, you're on Steam? Oh my god, I'm so bad at reading. I'm like, where are you? You're not here. I'm here alone. No one's here. Is this a bit? Literally, no. I'm just that dumb. Does anybody else even watch hockey? I feel like sports aren't really a tremendously popular thing in like furry fandom in general. Probably not a popular thing to be doing. But I mean, I'm watching the playoffs for sure. I will say, Skysnap, as much as I do want to watch the Oilers lose, and I laugh every time they do lose because it's great, it brings me great pleasure. I do want them to win in round one, so that the second round is Calgary versus Edmonton, because that series will be complete fire. You're getting much more into it lately because of CD. I know CD's from Edmonton. Sky, are you from Edmonton too? Hockey's your favorite sport, but you're terrible at actually keeping up with it. I mean, the playoffs are something you can at least keep up with. It's a lot of fun. That's the thing. You can, like, even with basketball, I tend not to watch a lot of regular seasons games, but when the Raptors are in the playoffs, I'll watch it, even if I'm not much of a basketball person. You're in Texas. Well, Alberta's basically the Texas of Canada, so there is that. Do I have different audio for this avatar? No. Do I sound different? Oh, are you comparing me to from a normal stream or from a VR stream? Because the thing is that, whoop. The thing is that my normal microphone for stream is a lot different than this microphone. That's what everyone keeps telling you. It's very true. Very, very true. A couple people have said I sound a little different, but I don't know. I haven't set up anything different. I'm using the same microphone for stream that I always do, although I don't know if it's pointed in different directions or something. When can you boot me? Well, you could log into VR chat and come do it. Although, I know that there was a person that made like a throwables redeem thing for avatars. So I could make like a stream version of this avatar by putting that module in, and then it can hook into stream stuff. It is something I can do, but it is a little bit of an extra project that I would need to work on that I just don't have time for right now with everything going on. I'm trying my best to, like, you know, with my transitions, and I mean, not my person transition, like I worked on the stream transitions. I'm not transitioning. But the transitions that I worked on stream, the bot that I'm trying to set up, and all the other kind of stuff, it's just a lot of stuff going on. Texas is the greatest country? I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. If states could be a country, I don't know that I would pick Texas as the best one in America. 20 minutes away from TFF is nice. Seattle doesn't even have really a big con. We have A&W, which is nice. It's at a nice con, but it's not like the best con. I think it's a lot of fun, though. Hi, Fiamanera. Welcome on in. Hi. How's it going? Maybe the being great is it big? I don't even think it's the biggest. I think Alaska's the biggest, right? They keep teasing you by telling Canada doesn't exist. If Canada doesn't exist, then where do all the polar bears live? Checkmate. Yeah, I think Alaska's the biggest state, right? But yeah, we don't have a lot of like cons here. There's a lot of events around, but yeah. You personally don't count Alaska or Hawaii to America. They feel too separate. They are, though. I think I would count them for sure. They're not mainland, obviously. They are separate or distant, but I was born in like way up north too, like up in Northwest Territories, up like basically if you have Alaska and you take it and you follow it this way over. I don't know if that's showing up on stream, but it's like, you know how Alaska's at the top left? I don't know if this is like the screen on the top left of the screen, but it's like there, and then like the Northwest Territories are like over here in the middle. Americans think Alaska is an island. That's because like they think like anything that's not the continuous United States is like an island, basically. Alaska's an empty wilderness? Good, I hope it stays that way. Okay, but you're excluding Alaska, so who cares? Am I a real cold dragon? Yeah, this is supposed to be an ice dragon. That's correct, yeah. Hopefully you can move to Canada. Honestly, everybody should just move to Canada and abandon their student loan debt and then make American student loan systems fall into crippling debt and then shut the system down so that they have to default. That's what we should do.
Sync was born from our imagination, aka Canada.
It's true. It's Narnia, right? You know, there's a city in Canada, I think I talked about this before, called Sarnia. And so whenever I'm like, oh yeah, you know, Sarnia is across from Detroit, they're like, oh, whoa, Narnia literally is in Canada. Does my dragon have cold breath in a cone or a line? According to D&D rules, I believe it's a 40-foot cone centered on the caster. Don't remind you that you have student loans? What? I haven't played D&D in a long time, but I do love D&D. It's a fun time. Honestly, everybody should just, like, not pay their student loan. Just, like, forget that they exist and we can just make the whole society fall apart. Clam Club D&D. The problem is that, like, I feel like you need a really good dungeon master for it to work. And then if you don't have a good dungeon master, it's like, you know what I mean? I've done it before. And, the other thing is that you actually have to have people that, like, are consistently available. And lately, that's not me. I have not been consistently available as much as I would love to be consistently available. 100-man D&D? Yeah. Well, you could do a thing where you're running, like, 4 campaigns simultaneously, right? And then each one has a different dungeon master, but they're all set in the same world. But, like, if you happen to cross each other's path, you could, like, join forces of one party to the other party and then, like, do, like, a raid kind of thing, but then, like, you go your separate ways or whatever. That would kind of be neat. All right, Jake, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming by. Thank you. You've never had a dungeon master that didn't vanish in some way? I vanished by leaving the country. I was DMing a campaign up in Canada online not during the pandemic, actually. I was still in Canada. But then we moved here, and I got so busy in America that we kind of just never continued with it. It was a little weird. Yeah, that's the problem, is I'm making actual scientific progress in the world, and it's, like, ruining my ability to play video games. Ruining. Rashek has actual DM experience? Yeah. Aguion, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for swimming on by. Welcome on in. The problem with turn-based games is that more players you have, the less time each players get to play. Well, D&D isn't a turn-based game unless you're in combat. That's the thing. It's only turn-based if you're in combat, right? Yeah, those priorities, they're hell. It is a huge effort, but I think it could be cool. I think they did an episode of... Yeah, they did an episode of Community like that, a little bit like that, right? Because, like, one of the players, like, decided that they had their own adventure and was trying to antagonize the main characters. And then they had, like, one group trying to do one thing and another group doing the other or whatever. It's also not a video game. That's true. That's true. 10 players combat crawls to a slows to... Oh, gosh. A crawl? Yeah, that's also true. You're on a Hollow Knight themed campaign? Yo, that actually sounds really cool. I've wanted to play Hollow Knight. I haven't played it yet. That's true. Each player does get less time when there's more players. You know, it's not D&D, but before I started streaming, I played that game with Puck. What the hell was it called? It was like a CRPG, but it like it was really well acclaimed a few years back. I can't remember what the hell it was named. Divinity, yeah. Dude, it was so fun. Oh my god, that was so much fun. I had so much fun with that. Yeah, no, I haven't played Hollow Knight. I keep eyeballing it for stream, but I haven't gotten it yet. I've watched it get played, but I don't remember anything about it, so I'd love to play it myself. But yeah, Divinity was a ton of fun. I've never found another game quite like it, but I would love to do that. I would love to play that. Oh, who we got here? We got Fox Paws wanting to join back in. You like Ori 2 better? Compared to Hollow Knight? Ori 2 was really, really good. I love the art style in Ori 2, but isn't the new Hollow Knight supposed to be out, like, coming out in a second here? Pillars of Eternity is like Divinity, and it rules. Isn't Pillars of Eternity... Or no, I've been thinking of Path of Exile. That's like the Diablo 2 clone, right? Ori 2's platforming is just amazing. Yeah, it feels really good to, like, jump around and whatnot. It felt really good. No one knows when Silk Song is coming out. It's been a meme for years that no one knows about. I think the Fox is back. I thought I heard him for a second. Yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2, that's the one that I played with Puck, and we had so much fun with it. We played it forever. I don't think I can stream it. Maybe I could. But, and maybe I don't want to. I don't know, we'll see. But the new Saints Row is supposed to be coming out, and that's a game I always play with Puck, and it's so much fun. Last time we played Saints Row together, I made like a Fabio character that had like a little ginch gaunch, and he had like the flowing gold hair. It was very funny. And then they made like this fabulous black woman with like gold everything. I think we called her Goldella or something. She was great. Your mom thinks Fabio is ugly? I mean, sure. I don't really have any personal preference in that. Fabio's like 100 years old now, isn't he? Yo, Light, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 180 bits.
Gasp a cutie. Less than 3 Syncot heart.
We should play with you? Play what with you? Divinity? Is that what you mean? I think I missed which game you were talking about. Divinity Original Sin 2. I would think about playing it again, too. I tried to play it with some friends, actually. We started over a new game on Divinity 2. But, like, it ended up being chaos because, like, the two people that we played with had never really played a CRPG before, so we had to teach them how to play it and all the mechanics and stuff. We had played it already, so it was sort of like, oh, we know what's up. And then, like, chaos broke out because, like, I guess they accidentally attacked somebody in the city. Oh my god, the funniest thing actually happened to me and Puck when we were playing Divinity Original Sin 2. There was a very funny thing. We were like way later in the game, like on the second map or something. No, we were on the same map, but we were up on the north end of it where like there was this big elemental dragon or something like that. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was a boss fight. But what we found is that we could walk away and exit combat, and we could take that character and teleport it back to town to heal up and then come back into combat. And so in order to do this boss fight, that's how we were doing it. We were like trading characters in and out. But then what happened, I guess, is like for some reason doing this caused one of the town members to aggro on a different town, on us or something, or on a different town member or something. And so we finally finished the boss fight and we came back to town to like heal up and buy items or whatever. And then the entire city was just at war. Everyone was fighting each other. Every single NPC was just fighting. I don't know why. We still don't know why to this day, but they were just killing each other. It was crazy. And we're like, holy crap, what is going on? and then, so we just walk away and we just like left town.
For that Derg snoot korg boop.
Boop. Thank you for the other 121 bits. Thank you, Light. I really appreciate that, Light. But yeah, so we're in town, and then we're just like, okay, frick this. We walk away. Yeah, the NPCs are just like revolting against the entire game, and then we come back later on, and 90% of the city is dead. They're all just dead. Just every single one of them. And we're like, what happened? we still don't know what happened. They all just killed each other. And And yeah, so we just went through and looted all the bodies. And just took everything in the city. It was great. I think Fox might have crashed again or something. I'm not sure. Oh, no, he's literally here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looted all the bodies, exactly.
Just appeared.
You literally just appeared right there. Hello?
Yeah, that's weird. I was here for quite a while.
Are loud. Hang on. I'm going to turn you down.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault, actually. I have stuff pretty maxed out here. There we go. Yeah,
Excellent.
We did an investigation on what happened. We learned nothing, but boy, were we rich. We got all the spell books and everything that we would have had normally. It was great. It was a great time. I had a great time. That game's awesome. I want to find more CRPGs like that. I don't know if they work very well on stream because they can be pretty slow. But if we had like a group of streamers that maybe we could play it with, I think it could be a lot of fun. Yeah, Foxpaws can hover. Didn't you know that? How do you think they talk to people that are tall? I'm not tall. I'm 5 feet tall. I'm like 4'9" or something. I don't even know. Yeah, everyone died. It was awesome. Yeah, Divinity I've heard is the best one. I've heard that they were making Baldur's Gate game based on the Divinity games, maybe? And that could be really cool.
Oh. There we go.
Foxpaws is either my horny Jiminy Cricket or a fifth dimensional imp. Probably both, to be honest. Can I grab your ear? Yeah. I could literally just grab your tail. I could like hold you up by your tail.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 made by the same devs. Yeah, that I'm really excited for. I would love to find some people to play that with. I think that'd be really fun. Fox, do you think you want to go play this game with us now that it's like an hour into stream?
Yeah,
oh, hang on.
We intended to do it like...
You got to come over here. There's been a beans redeem. You have to put your beans in the camera.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That one. Okay.
Get in there. Get in here. Yeah.
Oh, hand beans?
Hand beans. Put your beans in the camera. Beans.
A singular bean. Give me one bean.
Just one bean. Baldur's Gate 3 is in early access.
Not quite.
I used to love playing Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Those games were so fun, where you could like go and find all the loot on the ground. There was like an EverQuest version of that game. It was like EverQuest Dark Alliance or something like that. It was so fun. It has no business being as fun as it is, but it's so good. Like, where's my new Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance game? Yeah, Legends of Narath. It was so good. Where's all my new games like that? Nobody's making games like I want to play these days. What the hell? Okay, Fox, I'm going to put a portal down to this thing.
You know I can't use portals.
Why can't you use portals?
I'm too short.
You can just jump into them.
I tried before. It didn't work. We'll try it again. Let me try to go through first. And
okay. Okay.
We'll see.
Hang on. Let me look. Worlds. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know if Ty's still here, but I told Ty to come hang out with us.
Okay.
It's called... What the hell is this world called? Homesick. I would do the back rooms, but I already did that with Ty, so...
Okay.
Yeah. Homesick. Escape room puzzle. New instance. Invite only. Drop portal. Get in there. It literally doesn't work. He's too tiny. He can't enter the portal. He's too tiny. Look at this. All right, Zap. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you later. Welcome. Have a good time. They're literally too small to use the freaking portal. That's so sad. Yeah, wait. You guys have fun while playing video games? Yeah, it's kind of Diablo adjacent. Oh, he's so big now. Hang on.
Hello.
Oh, this one.
Work?
No, this avatar doesn't convert.
This one's an old one.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's legacy.
You need help to manage your ADHD.
Can you put another?
So the thing about ADHD is that the beginning of your management of ADHD basically starts when you just admit that ADHD isn't a problem that needs to be solved, and you start being mindful of, like, your symptoms. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm the same size. The world just got smaller.
There.
All right. Maybe I just don't have.
Do portals just not work for you?
Is there a setting?
I don't know. Should just work. You just walk in.
Is there a setting?
And maybe there's a setting.
Safety?
I could just invite you. Yeet him into it. The world got smaller. Yeah, the whole world got tiny. But yeah, for me, ADHD management goes a lot with, like, for me, managing ADHD has a lot to do with, like, being mindful of what it feels like to have ADHD and, like, knowing when I'm, like, having a bad day and stuff like that. Hey, I would invite Foxpaws here. Invite. San. Yeah, mindfulness matters, like, a lot. Yeah, I use medication personally. Yo, this world's pretty cool. Mindfulness is something that I think that people should pay attention to a lot more in general. I actually think I need to up my dosage because I'm struggling a little bit at work to, like, pay attention to certain things. Do not enter until everyone is ready. Ensure world sound is at least 65%. Use your surrounding to escape and, most importantly, have fun. Hi, White Wolf Burrow. Hi. Your name sounds familiar. Imagine getting meds. Harder than you think in Washington, actually, and America in general. It's kind of a giant pain in the butt. All right. I'm going to click on the thing. And if we have to bring Ty back, we'll bring Ty back. That's fine. What the heck? It's all low gravity and stuff. Yo, this place is so pretty. Look at this. This is really cool looking. It's been like 3 days since you've seen a dragon in real life? Whoa. See the size of these screwdrivers? This screwdriver's the size of my whole damn body. That's crazy. Am I supposed to be, like, much larger for this world or something? I feel like I'm way too short for this world. Because, like, there's terminals up there that are, like, 100 feet tall. I'm 5 feet tall. Terminals should not be that high up. Now I'm the Foxpaws. Look at this. Like, everything's huge. This is like a macro world. Toggle mirror. That won't be necessary. Whoa. Use broken CPU. It got mad at me.
There's no way I'm going to be able to do this without being normal size.
I am normal size.
I said me.
I know, but, like, I'm normal size. And look, everything's still huge. It's, like, way up there. There's a calendar here.
There's a cup.
There is a cup. There's also this thing. Yeah. Locked hatch door. Can't open it. What else can we click on? There's also this hatch. Are you also jammed? And this one?
Is this? Very cool.
This one says, cannot manually open from this side.
Locked
Yeah.
hatch door. Very cool.
I shrank to Foxpaws' size. Wait, what does it say? No, this is toggle mirror. No, that's not necessary.
Oh.
Locked door.
Well,
All right, Kirby,
feel
thanks
like
for
we're
coming
trapped.
by. See you later. Thanks for joining in for a little bit. Yeah, it is a nice... Oh, you mean my dragon. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Really should tell Lysic they did good work, because I didn't do anything on the dragon. I just look pretty. I just wear it well. What about this? That's nothing. There's screwdrivers. There's, like, an electropherogram. It's bolted to the ground. Hold on. Give me that screwdriver. Short
I was
circuit
gonna
the
electrocute myself.
It literally electrocuted him. That's so good. Hang on. No, this is bolted to the ground. Can I?
But you can't hold it. It
Yeah,
like
you can't really-
spins in your hand.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. You did short circuit the CPU.
Uh-oh. I did.
That is happening
I
now.
was trying to...
What happens if I click this thing now?
This floppy. Log 412. Is this thing gonna make us do math?
Log 412. No, I think it's the log file for 412.
Oh, that's the date.
The
Oh,
date,
that's
yeah.
today. Where? do we
that's
have a
literally not
floppy
today.
disk reader?
Oh, no, it is.
That's today on the calendar. Come
Is
on.
there a floppy disk? I mean, I don't know if these go in anywhere. Yeah, that's the thing is I can't reach the freaking computer. So I don't really know.
Ow.
Ow, my head. There's this thing. I don't think anything here
Okay,
is
maybe
clickable.
These floppies are for later.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's that thing. What if we stick this thing? Be careful showing my butt. There's a reason why I'm wearing pants today. Because no pants was honestly a little spicy for Twitch. A little bit. I watched that clip and I'm like, oh, this is a bit much maybe. So the only things I see is like, there's like this little bolted to the ground thing. There's that thing.
Well, I did short circuit it, so it says it's broken.
Can you do VR chat without a headset? Yeah, you can. It's just desktop mode, but yeah, it's totally a thing you can do. Although I will say, like, doing VR chat full body like this is like, it's like a transformative experience, to be honest. But yeah, you should be able to do it. You just do desktop mode.
The screwdriver's up here.
Yeah, but what's the screwdriver for?
What is that? Is that like a card reader up there?
I think that's just like a light. I don't think that's anything. I'm not wearing pants. I am wearing pants. They're just low cut.
I am. Not.
Yeah, full body is totally worth the money. I really like it. It's like, the best experience I could like equate it to be honest, is the experience I could equate it to is like getting a fursuit. It's a little less intense than getting a fursuit, but it's different in many other ways too. You have a desktop to watch this, but you can't find the site? Well, you can't watch this stream. Like, you can't come into the world because I'm streaming, right? But, like, you could watch the stream on desktop, but that's not how it works. To log into the game, you can do desktop, so it's not quite the same. It is a lot cheaper than a fursuit in some ways. 3D models, though, are, like, kind of impossibly expensive. What about this mirror? Do we need to turn on the mirror, maybe? Hang on. Did you try the mirror? I just didn't want to turn it on because, like...
I did turn it on, but...
I'm gonna crash my freaking computer with a mirror. Doesn't really do anything, to be honest. You don't like showing your movement?
Fuses.
I think that would bother me for like the first little bit when I tried to do it. There is like, I don't know. Not everybody's like that, but I don't know. The base avatars are pretty affordable and they're not too hard to repaint, so it's not too bad. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell we're doing here. I need like a hint.
I feel very dumb.
I feel very stupid. Yeah, all we did was short circuit the CPU. Which like just made sparks kind of fly.
Canister.
Yeah, I know, but that one's not
There's
clickable.
a second one, but it won't do anything.
Yeah, I would say like the more you do it, the more it feels comfortable to be in VR. I agree. Yeah.
Your booty was too spicy? At least we didn't see your whole dang brown starfish. That would be a bannable offense.
Yeah, or my male presenting nipples. Those would be tragic. What if we like... Oh, geez, that like sent me to another dimension. I have no idea what we're supposed to do here. This world's too big brain for me. I feel like I've done everything, and everything's just like, yeah, that's jammed, that's jammed. Yeah, Thipple. They're them presenting Thipples. Exactly. Bro, I'm losing it. I come from the hell site? What do you mean the hell site? What about these? There's like little post-it notes up here. Absolutely not, huh? The broken CPU doesn't do anything.
Did we accidentally
Twitter?
break that CPU when we came in?
I think that's like, you're supposed to do that. I don't know. This one says locked hatch door. We can't close this door. I don't freaking know what to do.
This is jammed.
3 months sub to Derg.
Yo, Wolfshade, thanks you for the 3 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Thank you so much for sticking around. Download a VR chat, but you're
everywhere. I can't,
yeah.
There's nothing to.
You download a VR chat, but you're too nervous to talk to people. Again, I think that's something. I mean, if you're a nervous to talk to person in general, that's probably going to continue. I definitely have times, and I've continued to have times like where I'm in big groups. I struggle in big groups anyway because of my ADHD, and it makes my head kind of buzz when I'm in big groups. And then I won't know what to say, which is especially awkward, I will say, and I could be real about this. When we're doing the community hangout nights, sometimes I get really quiet because I just sort of don't know what to say, which is really ironic because I'm so talkative on stream, right? It's so easy for me to just talk to you guys on stream when there's text on the screen. But like, as soon as there's like real people around, I'm like, oh no, what do I say? Are they gonna like me? And I'm like, well, they're here for you. What are you talking about? It's ridiculous. I don't know. My brain is like a special place to be, my mind palace. It's bolted to the ground. Your voice is starting to get high-pitched? That's fine. No one's gonna be like, no one's ever gonna think that's weird. I am very shy. I'm actually a shy person. Oh, thank you for the hug,
Can fix this computer.
You would think that maybe these things do literally anything, but like, I'm not sure that they do anything. There's also this screwdriver that we've rubbed on literally everything.
I have rubbed it everywhere.
Like inside of this broken CPU.
Yeah, I tried to electrocute myself earlier.
We can like duct tape the CPU.
True.
So true, so true.
Is there something that can be duct taped together?
Absolutely not.
Can we like duct tape? Can we stick the duct tape to this door and unjam it?
I doubt it.
Give me that.
No, absolutely not. All right, Sam, have a good rest of your day. But yeah, I'm a pretty shy person in social situations in general, but for some reason, like in VR chat, I feel much less so. Like, for example, I have a problem where like I can't really look at people in the eyes, but in VR chat, I find myself much more easily able to look at people in the eye. Dude, this world is insane. I don't know what's going on.
Is this a hatch? Can I open it?
No. It's all busted, dude.
Is there a guide anywhere?
Yeah, is there a guide? Have anybody ever do this? Where did I get this avatar? This is a Cobodol avatar that is heavily modified to be custom. Yeah, eye contact in real life should be illegal. I agree. But yeah, it is a Cobodol model, which is like, I think $30 on Gumroad or whatever. And then my friend Lyzik, who's a mod for the channel, modified it to look like me. But it's custom adjacent. It's basically modified of a different base. Yeah, I'm feeling like a total moron.
At least we solved the first puzzle of
opening the door. What if we go through this door? Absolutely not, huh?
Don't. Here we go. It's so hard to navigate.
You get custom hair made. This hair is actually like the base hair for the normal model. Actually, it's like the normal one. Yes, we're not an otter today. Notter. We're a dragon today. Dude, this world is crazy. What about this thing? This thing. Yeah, nothing.
Isn't that the same thing as that thing?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's anything special. Dude, I'm convinced that we're like, maybe we're stupid. I'm not sure.
Either we're stupid or soft lock.
Yeah, I'm not sure which is which, to be honest.
Can you electrocute yourself in that box right there?
And just like end it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have long wavy hair IRL on your Sona. You can get some nice hair in VR chat. This hair, I believe, comes a little bit down my neck. I think. I don't remember. Which I think is nice. A nodder is something else. It's a what animal starts with an N? I can't think of an animal that starts with an N. Oh no.
Nanook.
Well, yeah, Nanook. What's an animal that starts with an N? A narwhal. Yeah, a narwhal otter. I don't think. What about a K? A kangaroo otter? A carotter? Nose pass. A nose pass otter. Dude, this world is jacked up. There's probably a way to finish this, but I don't know what it is. I'm like tempted to like Google like the name of this thing. You should Google it and figure out what the first puzzle is. And then we're going to find out what it is and feel like total idiots when we know. Hi, Potato Farmer. Welcome on in. Welcome. How is there no animals that start with an N?
Narwhals exist. They're
yeah,
real.
but like narwhal, that's boring. I was thinking of something else, looking for something else. But like, it's just, I'm just realizing there's like almost no animal that starts with an N. A Rottweiler otter. That would look weird. I think anything combined with an otter is a little weird. But then there are, you know, the deer otters or whatever they were called. I forget. A newt otter. That's pretty good, yeah. The aw deer, that's what it is, yeah. What the hell was that? What'd you do? Wait, what the hell?
I fixed it with the screwdriver.
Oh my god, I feel so stupid. The screwdriver fixed the computer. I'm so mad. Open the hatch door. Oh my god. I'm so mad. I'm so upset. It's so stupid.
I just landed on it. Open.
I feel like we put the screwdriver on literally everything. All right, what are we in here for? There's a pair of pliers. Oh, give me the pliers. Give me the pliers. I know where they go. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. Give me.
They're floating away.
Yeah. I know where these go. Yeah, we made progress. Let's go. Nightingale? That's like a type of bird. That's like a exclamation mark for Sona command. This has to go here, right? It's bolted to the ground. It has to be this, though, right?
That doesn't undo bolts.
How does this not undo bolt? Oh, it went down here.
Here we go.
Apparently it unjammed the door. There's another pair of bolts in here. And then there's like there's a chair with like, you could just sit in it.
Is that like the Scary Movie 5 chair where you sit upside down, it spins until you throw up?
What are you? You can't go in this one. There's another computer. Unlock the hatch door, please.
Oh, that was easy. What? It's trying to fly away?
The door is trying to fly away. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. It doesn't work so hot.
Or can we...
Yeah, maybe you can duct tape it.
Look at that. Let it go.
I'm going to try duct taping it.
We can wedge it. Close the... Okay.
Nope. What about if we used like 2 pairs of pliers? Because now we have 2. There was another pair of pliers.
Right here.
Yeah, grab that. Let's put both pair of pliers on there. Ah.
All right.
Why do I jump so high?
I'm like wedging it in. Oh god, don't drop it in there. We will never get it back.
Yeah, if it's relevant. I don't know. Absolutely not. Okay. I have wings. Yeah, I do have wings. Try sitting in the chair and then have the other one move it. Hey, get in the chair.
I wanted to move you.
What the hell? You're gonna make me sick. Get in the chair.
Yeah, me too. How do I sit?
I don't know. Sit in it. You gotta sit in the chair.
You
Yo, White
sat
Wolf
in it.
Pearl,
How'd you do
welcome to
it?
the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome, welcome. You just sit in it. Just sit. You click on the
How?
chair, not at the back.
It's freaking out. I can't do. There we go.
Oh god, this is actually
Alright,
gonna make me sick.
I'm just gonna push you through the door.
I
Ready?
hate this. Oh god. Hate this. Hate. Oh god, I'm actually in though. I'm actually in. I'm actually in. I sequence broke.
That is clearly how that's supposed to work.
That's clearly how that puzzle's supposed to work. So I'm in here and there's a teacup and a screwdriver and several other things. When I jump, I go to space.
Get you back out. Is that possible?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's a reasonable question to ask. Can I interact with the door? The door behind me? Absolutely not. Wait, I can grab the chair. I could sit in the chair.
Okay, I'll bring you back out so we don't lose you.
Okay, I'm back.
It's bolted to the wall.
Wait, we have two of the thingies. Hang on.
Oh god, the chair's booking it.
The chair.
Here we go.
Wait, where's the pliers? Here's one.
Did you have a pair?
It's bolted to the wall is the thing.
There's duct tape flying around at Mach 7.
These do not help you unbolt.
I heard it. Oh no.
I don't think you heard anything. Wait. I heard something go.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
What
that's
the-
if you click on it and try to.
Huh? There's the chair. What do you try the screwdriver again? The chair is a powerful gateway. You're not wrong.
Where is the chair? Oh,
See,
there it
but
is.
there's like a screwdriver mark right here too. You would think that. Well, this is a flathead. Is there a different kind of screwdriver? Maybe we need a Phillips screwdriver.
Is this the second screwdriver that we got?
I think so.
Is
I'm
there
gonna
one
go.
still
I'm gonna go
upstairs?
back and look upstairs. There's a juice box. Hi, Rye. Welcome on in. There's a freaking electric thingy. There's a cup. There's just like a bunch of discs. I don't think that there's anything like interesting here. Are you? You're still locked. What about that one over there? Hi, Fern. Yo, Fern, you're still on the team, eh? On the Pokemon team. I think you're like still kind of carrying. I think you're the Heracross. I believe that's right. Yeah, I don't know. What about this one? There's another locked hatch door there.
It's locked.
There's nothing here. Wait. That's a mirror. Okay.
I can't get out of here.
You have to just jump. You just like yeet. Unlock hatch door.
Maybe-
I feel like you're just supposed to like
Maybe it's-
wedge your way through this and like just jump at the right second.
Maybe it's not lubricated.
Just Todd Howard your way through. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be
Todrick.
working super hot. Yeah, lubricate it with the H2O. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You can't really interact with it at all. It's just sort of like angry.
No, yeah.
Is there anything like behind it that we can like grab or something? Like, is there a reason it's
And
doing
get
this?
our arms pinched off.
Yeah. I just kind of wonder if there's like a reason it's doing that. You know what I mean? What, you think sticking your hands through doesn't seem right? It's bolted to the wall. Gimme.
So that might be, it might be that it can't open because this thing is empty and we need to replace it with the one upstairs.
Maybe.
Somehow.
Bring the other wrench upstairs. Maybe that's the wrench we need.
Okay. Where?
I have one. I don't know. I can't get upstairs.
Yeah.
Trying to walk past it till I phase out. It doesn't seem right. Yeah, but it is a solution. I could phase through the door. It is an option, you know?
Hey, Stink, are the pliers up there?
I have one pair of pliers.
Oh, here they are. They were hiding behind the... What if we clip both sides?
Here, give me both at the same time.
Okay.
I don't think it's doing anything.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, jam it in the broken CPU. That'll work.
Yeah, I want to... Do I shoot myself? Have you found a spot for these logs?
No, I don't think they go anywhere. Yeah, all the hatches are locked. Like this one. Also locked. We could only go downstairs into that second room over there. Right? Because we went in here, I think.
Did we miss a tool in there? Like
I don't think
got
so.
The pliers and then left.
Yeah, I think the pliers were in here. And then there's another hatch that doesn't go anywhere. You can't click it.
The whole room for pliers?
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited for this hockey game. They're an hour and a half. I'm pumped. I feel like the Flames are going to get their booties clapped because they're like notorious for just falling apart in the playoffs. But if we win a game, I'm ready for my heart to be broken again. I'm ready. Huro is from Changed. It sounds so familiar. I don't know. It just sounds familiar to me. Can I click on this one? Absolutely not. It seems like probably has something with these tanks. I just don't know how to get the tanks out. I feel like we're missing a screwdriver somewhere too. There is another pair of pliers. Well, we tried both the pliers, right? So it's not that.
Let me up. Here you go.
It's definitely not that. There's a juice box. There's a screwdriver. Which screwdriver is this? Are there wait. Locked hatch door. Not jammed. What if we... Do we have two screwdrivers? We got two screwdrivers too, right?
No. I don't think so.
There should be... I think there should be two.
Okay, let me check.
Screwdriver it. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. Absolutely not, huh? What if I screwdriver the computer? Like we did last time. Nothing, huh? Absolutely not. Thank you, Dysmear. I'm really in love with the model too. I am, like, it's so different having a model that like feels like me. Like as soon as I wore the base of this model, I was like, man, I feel so cute. And then like once I wore this model, I'm like, ooh, this is just me. I'm having a great time. Like my little glowy nails and stuff. Like I just feel cute in this model. It's like so fun to just be in it. And now I can like play with my ears and stuff. Being able to play with my ears is like so fun. And then like the other thing where I can like, I can grab my tail and move it around. I can like play with my own tail here. which is very cool too. Yeah, the nails are great. They like glow too, see? With my horns glow too up here. Oh, I gotta lock the camera, man. Lock that camera.
Check out the CPU.
What the hell did you do? Wait, you broke it.
I H2O'd it.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Now what?
Can you pry it open now that it's stuck?
I don't know.
Can you pry it open? Gimme.
Where's the other wrench? Do you have the wrench?
I have one here. The other one's probably upstairs.
Do we have to use this thing to fix it again? Absolutely not, huh? It's just broken now? We just have to have a broken CPU?
You're welcome.
The Otter doesn't give you that feeling. The Otter, so it's complicated. The thing about the Otter model is that like everyone has an Otter model. And so it feels a little like I lack a little bit of individuality. I really want, and the Otter isn't like customized the way this one is. This model is like a lot of custom features to it that like make it feel really unique. Yeah, Sync Dragon, exactly. Okay, so the door is open. Stuck hatch door. Now it just says stuck. Okay. So like, where's wrench? What about the duct tape? We haven't tried duct tape yet. But yeah, I want it to like look a little bit unique. Is the problem? There are 2 duct tape. You're not wrong. Duct tape it. Okay, no, absolutely not. The wrench is not doing anything either. But yeah, it's just that like the Otter, the Otter has the Wi-Fi and everything on it, but like the shape is not unique in any way, shape, or form. Was I not the original model for the Otter model? Yeah, I mean, kind of, but like, it's one of those things, if everybody looks like you, it just stops feeling unique. So I don't know. It's not that the Otter's bad. I like the Otter model. It's just that this is new, and so it like feels like something I really want to play with. What if we went upstairs now and looked at what's different? Is anything different up here now? I love that my hair just goes whoosh in this world. It's crazy. This CPU is still busted. Can we like... No. I have no idea. Anything? Yeah, it's stuck. Stuck meaning like, wait, what if we H2O it? We gotta lubricate it. Absolutely not. No, it's not that.
No. Never.
Punch a hole in the wall. So true. We should just punch a hole in the wall. You know what's scary about doing this? Is that I could punch something in real life, and that would ruin my entire apartment. I'm gonna put a hole through a wall randomly by accident. Help me, step hatch. I'm stuck. Exactly. Oh no. What if I wrench the computer? Wrench it. Wrench it. Wrench it. Wrench it. Oh, why are the computers so tall? Everybody in this game is like 100 feet tall. Do I have a tail? Wait, what did you do? Oh, you put the chair in. Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Yes.
So dumb. I thought
Now
it
we're
might
in
be
here
something like
legit.
that. Help you on how to get a working account? Do you mean like on VR chat? You just have to like log in and sign up to make an account. Do I have a tail bag on the model? No, what I have is the strap. Here, let me move my camera out a little bit so you can see.
I think I have made every advancement in this puzzle so far.
Wow, you're so smart. So basically the strap of the pants has a little strap that goes over my tail to keep them up because they're low cut. That's what's going on with that. The world is called Homesick. That's the one. It's called Homesick. There we go. Lock the camera again. Yeah, I like the look too. I think that's built into the base model. Okay, so what's here?
Unable to something.
I keep getting trapped on stuff.
Unable to manually open.
I gotta like land on something.
Yeah, so
not down
there's
here.
more floppy disks, which makes me feel like we just missed.
No,
it
I don't
feels
think
like
the
trying to
floppy
give us
disks do
hints.
anything. I need to like stand on something though. I keep hitting my head on stuff.
Fucking throw. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna freaking throw up.
There's another one there. There's
I
another
have to-
hatch.
Yeah, there's two of them, and then there's a top one.
There's a top? Oh, baby.
Sink.
Wait. This is also bolted to the wall? This one's a locked hatch door? There's a computer over there.
Yeah, there's a computer there, but you need override.
You've
You
never
need
been able to
override
solve this
credentials.
puzzle? Ty, what did I tell you about logging in and playing this game with me? I swear to God. Aces, thank you for giving a tier 1 sub to Floppy Dicks. Welcome to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. And Bambi Man, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Tiger. Welcome to the Clam
Bambi
Club
Man.
VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Dude, there's a computer over there. It's right there.
Yeah, but you need credentials for it.
Yeah,
you need override credentials.
I'm literally going to delete Tiger from my freaking core memories. Because he doesn't want to play video games with me. Okay, I'm going to get up to that computer. So help me fish. Eh. Okay, I'm on top of the computer. It says, override protocols are required. Well, that's why we spill water on it. You live in everyone's brain rent-free. I can't delete you. I'm just going to cancel you. I'm going to cancel you so hard. Okay, where the hell is the water? Sink has abandoned the small life? I'm still small. This model is not big. I'm a dragon. I'm only 5 feet tall. All the other dragons in VR chat are like 8 foot tall monsters. When I'm around other dragons, everybody towers over top of me. I am a small dragon, okay? Where the hell? Hang on, I have an idea. Why is the jumping in this game so jank? I can't believe Ty doesn't want to play video games with me. He's so mean. Give me the...
Alright, H2O coming up.
You're charging? Girl, it's been an hour and a half. What do you mean you're charging?
Okay, it does not like the H2O.
Okay, what about coffee? Do you think it likes coffee?
There's nothing in there.
Yeah, but maybe the code is on the coffee cup. Or maybe it's like you have to get a specific disc. I bet you it's a
See, that's what I
specific
thought, and
disc.
I looked at all of our floppy disks, and none of them say like code on it. It's all like log 8.
Yeah, but you never know. Maybe you have to like grab them and like bring them over. They're so hard to grab. Bah. Your headset is broken, so you have to use your concert IEMs for audio too, so you had to set that up. Ty, why is all your stuff broken?
Why can't I grab that? Like, legitimately, why?
Yeah, I'm struggling to even get up there. I keep like hitting my head on something. What broke about your headset? That didn't work. You keep forgetting the override password. Reminder, the password code is 1234 log 412.
What?
89. Genoblast says that the log 412 is I keep forgetting the override password. Hang on one second.
We have 2 copies of log 89.
The entire headband assembly? So you just need to replace like the headband? How much does that cost? Check the logs? How do you check the logs? But the logs don't do... There's nowhere to put the logs in anywhere. You have to RMA the entire index? What the frick? They're there for a reason, but they don't do anything.
Sync.
What?
Read this.
Master disk. This might be it.
Just in case, I have the 412.
Okay. Hey, I think it worked.
Oh.
It worked. Hell yeah.
Oh, the roof.
The roof. It's open. Take me. Aw, frick.
I can't get into it.
Yeah, I can't get in because there's a freaking UFO in the way or something. I think I keep landing. Oh, I almost had it. Wait, I have an idea. Frick. Let me in. Oh my god. The jumping puzzles, man. It's like made for a different kind of person. Yeah, my wings are vestigial. I can't fly. Exactly. Wait, Fox made it. What the hell? Wait, I made it too. What the? Wait, there's portals over there. What the hell? Was this supposed to take me somewhere? Oh, you're supposed to click this. Take me back to Earth, it says. It says, take me back to Earth. Congratulations, but it appears you took a wrong turn on your way back to Earth and you ended up on the moon. To be continued. Click here for a reward. It's gonna give me an avatar, I bet. You'd click it. What happened when you click it?
A mirror?
Oh. What
Why?
the hell?
Am I the reward?
There's a UFO. The UFO's moving.
It's gone for me.
It went away. Okay. What a reward. Now we can go to Homesick Part 2.
You'll have to invite me because portals don't work.
I don't know why they don't work. Wait, no, it's going to go to a public version. I don't want to be a public version. Wait, return home. Don't take me to a public world. Absolutely not. The reward was the friends I made? The reward... The current interaction setting is shown here. Nobody, friends, or everyone. I don't know what that means. What if it was an Among Us with a giant booty? Do you think that anybody's ever drawn NSFW Among Us? Wait, don't answer that. I'm sure that's correct. I'm sure that's true. Hi, Kwangu Man. Welcome on in. Welcome. Absolutely. Yeah, no, as soon as I said it, I'm like, no, it's absolutely true. Ty, is your stuff charged enough to join us for part 2? You've seen it? Oh, God. I'm sorry for you. You're just frustrated trying to get your shit working. I understand, Ty. It's okay. If you can't get it working, you know, left behind. I'm just at the Clam Club, Fox, because it tried to send me to a public world and I didn't want that. I want to take a break from like the puzzles for a second before we come back here. I'll just invite you here. Invite. Is it just Ty, is it just that the strap won't like connect to your head or something? You may be going to a party hosted by a few former Survivor players. Yo, that sounds like pretty fun. Have a good time. Yo, for a brief second, you were like super naked. That was weird.
Ever heard of an Australian kiss? It's like a French kiss, but down under.
Oh my god. I thought that was an Aces Redeem for a second. That sounded so much like a follower of Aces Redeem. Ryu, thank you for joining the Clam Club VIP Lounge, where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Thank you for your 1 month subscription at Tier 1, and welcome to a brand new subscriber in the Clam Club. Welcome to the community. Welcome on in. So the springs came out of the headband, so it doesn't clamp to your head, and the ear speakers snapped off because of it. So basically no audio, and the fitting is fricked. Oh. Will the RMA actually fix it? I hope it'll fix it. Didn't you have to RMA your headset like before, once before already? I feel like you did that once already. You've had to RMA the headset before and the controller. Dude, that sucks. That's brutal. I've never had to RMA a headset or anything yet, although I don't play that often.
Sorry, I had to get a drink back there.
You had to get a drink back there. You look so big right now. That's brutal. I'm so sorry about that. I've heard a lot of people say, I don't know if people have said that about like the Index specifically. My Vive has never been a problem, but also there's other problems with the Vive that I hate, like the microphone being hot ass. So some players like to host watch. Sorry?
I'm thinking about RMAing this lighthouse because it's vibrating. It like vibrates too much, and it's causing a. It's like it's so annoying. It's so loud.
Johnny Fairplay is gonna be there. I heard that he kind of turned into a weirdo in the most recent times. Like he's like trying to sell everybody on his book or something. I think I remember one of the other Survivor people talking about that, where they're like, "Yo, you should buy my T-shirt. I'm Johnny Fairplay or whatever." It's like a little weird. Indexes are pretty fragile. You've been holding up all right. Yeah, I think Ty was mentioning that like they don't really make it for like a lot of use. They make it like not for like commercial use, right? I will say even my Index Pro, I have the Pro 2. Even that, which was like $1,000 for the headset or something, it's still made just with like plastic mostly. Like most. Okay, if it dies again, let me know. But like I think the battery might be dead on it, so I might have to switch to my other microphone and sound different again. Fairplay is a podcasting does sound cool. Different. Yeah, no, I have the VR chat microphone on so that no matter what, my mouth will keep moving, basically. Where did we leave off? I don't remember.
What?
Yeah, I have a stream mic, but not the VR mic. Yeah, no, there's a different thing there. Oh no, Aces.
I checked, there is a lot of Among Us art of the adult variety.
Your Vive Pro 2's left earphone works intermittently. Mine work fine. I'm kind of glad that I have the built-in headphones because like they're not great headphones. They're okay. But like at least they function. I don't know. I hated having to like take my nice headphones off my computer and then plug them in and then wrap the cable all around my head and stuff. It was a pain in the butt. Valve has a very small R&D budget. Yeah, I've heard that that's true. My husband actually interviewed for Valve, and it was like, or Steam rather, or whatever, Valve, I don't know. And it was a very weird experience. That company seems like pretty wild. The Psychedelo Knot. Welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Valve seems like a very strange company to me in general, to be honest. Yeah, their management structure is literally like Lord of the Flies. It's crazy. Okay, we're switching to different microphones so you guys can hear me. I'm going to move the audio. Okay, it'll sound worse. I know it sounds worse. I'm sorry. The other microphone died. I tried to charge it, and it just wasn't working. So bad microphone it is. We're just going to have to use the other microphone. Yeah, no, it's literally like Lord of the Flies. Apparently, Valve doesn't have... They don't have managers. They just have, like... You're playing my ear. They just have like, oh, if you want to do something, you can just do it. Like, and you just have to like try to get people on your side to try to do the project with you. It's a very weird system. By the way, Ty, even if you can't make it on stream today, not right away, but I still want to do Pass or Smash with you on my stream. So you can with the magic card situation, because I want to buy like a booster box of cards, and then every time we get a creature, we'll do the Pass or Smash, which I think could be really, really fun. So even if you can't get on today, we're gonna do that sometime. It's been on my mind. I just have to make it to the card store and buy the cards, but I'm really excited to do that. I've been thinking about how to do it and everything like that. I think it'll be really fun, and we could do like a good collab for that. I'm really excited for that. It's fine, but the contrast directly after, yeah, I know. I don't like this microphone. If I could avoid using it, I would. You know what? Let me charge this other microphone, and maybe we can just do a few minutes with this microphone, and then we can get like, I don't know, another 30 or 40 minutes out of a good microphone. So one second. Okay, let's see if we can get that charged so that it'll look a little bit better. Yeah, they have like a council of elders. Can we do this somewhere?
Can we do this somewhere where I can stand next to it?
You want to stand next to something so you can stand on like the table?
Yeah.
You're so tiny though. But yeah, I know that this microphone's not the best microphone. Unfortunately, I swear I charged my microphone literally all day. I thought I did. And then when I went to go plug it in, it kept turning off and turning off and turning off and turning off. And I was like, what the hell? And then I looked down at it, and apparently like the yellow light that it was supposed to charge with just wasn't charging for some reason. It messed me. I'm like, come on, man. For some reason, the cable that I'm using doesn't quite connect with anything that's not like my mouse or my keyboard. Mouse and the keyboard, perfect connection. Everything else, wobbly. I feel like I need to get a different cable just to charge everything else. It's such a pain in the butt. I think it's so funny that I could just play with your hair or grab your tail.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can do that to you too. Here, give me your tail.
No.
Well, there was no chance of me reaching it, but...
But yeah, yeah, it just seems like that, like Valve has like a council of elders, I guess, that will like pass like whether or not you can spend things on. But then you get a budget, and it's like up to you to figure out what you're gonna do. It's wild. It seems like a wild situation. I guess that's why Half-Life 3 never got created, is because like nobody wants to take on the project because it's like too much responsibility or something. So I don't even really know what anybody at Valve even does, to be honest.
There's too much hype. They'll never live up to it, so they're never going to do the next one, ever.
Yeah, I honestly think that's true.
No way.
I honestly do think that's true. Like, it's like one of those things, it's like, you don't want to be the person that makes it, and it's less than, like, a 9 out of 10, right? This cable was provided to me by Logitech, and it works perfect for my Logitech devices, but it works like garbage for literally everything else. It's just a pain in the butt. I hate it. I hate it so much. I try to use it for my controller, for my Xbox controller, and it just kind of fricks around, wobbles around. It's not good. It's not good. Not good. Very bad. Yeah, I'm trying to recover. I was starting to feel a little like motion sick from that world, actually, because it's like
same.
The movement in that world is very weird. The team that did Alex
The
was
low
scared to make a
gravity
Half-Life
just-
game. It's kind of sad because Half-Life Alex is like one of the best games I've ever played. It's so good. It's like incredible
No.
just to be like exist in that space. Like the ending,
I mean, at
and
least
again,
I'm
I don't want to
powerful.
spoil it for people. I don't want to spoil it for people, but like the ending, if you haven't seen it for Half-Life Alex, is like one of the most awesome experiences I've ever experienced. A bad invisible duck. The VR chat default physics sucks. Yeah, it's not great. Like even in like this world, if I like jump, can I jump? Like even this doesn't really feel like jumping per se. It kind of just feels weird. Alex was the first game that felt like gaming was a new thing again. I agree. Like every time, everything you're doing in it, and I want them to do more with it because like honestly, if they did more with it, I think it would be like just build on it a little bit because everything in that game just felt correct. Like pulling things towards you and like doing the gunplay and everything like that. It felt so good. It felt so incredible. It felt so right. Like everything in the game just felt so snappy and crisp. It was so great. I want that. I want more VR games like that, to be honest. This is the right site. I don't know.
For what?
don't know.
Verify? What are they verifying?
No. You should just go to vrchat.com and register an account. That's like the best account advice I can give you on that. I can't really help guide you through it. Maybe if you join like a Discord server for VR chat, maybe that'll help out. Maybe. I think VR chat has an official Discord. I don't really remember registering. I think it's just you make an account. Actually, I think I did it through Steam. I don't even remember. At least if you stop holding the trigger midair in the Clam Club the world, it doesn't kill your vertical momentum. Is that like a thing? I don't know. They're asking whether that's the VR chat site, and if your account isn't showing there, it probably doesn't actually exist. Yeah, you might need to make a new account.
To make an account for VR chat that like gets faster like promotions up the tier, it needs to be a VR chat account. You can't leave it at a Steam account. You can link them up afterwards, but you need to make a VR chat one. And then adding two-factor authentication is a big bump up too. Like the day after I did that, I was bumped up to whatever user was able to upload
Really?
avatars and
It took
stuff,
me
which is what I was
forever.
going for. I just enabled two-factor authentication, and the next day it was like, you're good to go. I was like, okay.
Weird. Yeah, it's sad that they didn't want to work with Alex because it does feel like brand new technology, and I agree. It just like it feels like they just don't want to like work with it even anymore. Like they're afraid to make it. I don't know. Like they're just afraid to like push the technology further. Everybody wants to make a game that's like just like an iteration of like the last thing that we've done, and meanwhile VR is just sitting here crying because we don't have full VR games. I found when I was looking for puzzle games to play together today. I found this really cool game that's like apparently like a horror game in VR. It looked really, really good. And I'm really tempted to play that in like October maybe. Because like usually in October we play like lots of scary games and whatever. So that should be fun. Most of the Valve budget is now going from the Index and VR space to the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck, no offense, kind of sucks. I kind of hate it. I think it's stupid, but yeah. Yeah, it's a VR chat world game or whatever, yeah. VR is crying because they haven't figured out a way to heavily monetize and advertise on the platform. I guess that's true. Like, it's like they haven't, like, loot boxed out VR, basically. It's like, oh, how are we going to monetize it? But if they just made, like, honestly, they should just make a VR MMO and just monetize the crap out of that. Just make a Sword Art Online, but in, like, VR. That would be sick.
There is one.
It's
I
a
heard it
little
sucks,
difficult
though.
to use. Yeah.
Yeah. Steam Deck is great for what it is, but it isn't better than the desktop PCs, so it's good you need to port. Yeah, but I mean, like that's why I have a Switch, I guess, is how I view it. Metaverse is never gonna get picked up by other corporations. It's ad friendly by default. Ugh, gross. I love like all the pictures of like the metaverse or whatever, and they look at it's like, wow, look at this. You're in like this virtual world where you're having a meeting in VR, and then I'm like, yeah, and it looks significantly worse than this free world that you can just go to for free with no ads. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, but this one has ads.
This one does not have ad. Well, technically, this does have an ad.
Not this one.
Technically, it
No,
does.
but like their defense is this one has ads.
Yeah, but this one's got ads. That makes it better. I know. The metaverse rave is just everybody standing around doing nothing. I know. It's important because Windows is becoming sketchy and Steam Deck is pushing adoption of the Steam OS. But that's like just more consolification of gaming, right? And my problem with that is that then like it's fine to standardize the gaming environment, I guess, but like that also restricts your ability to do things like control the content or like add peripherals or things like that. And like then they're just going to be like, "Oh yeah, now everybody plays FPSs with a controller. Oh, you want to play Civilization 6? Sorry, use a controller for that." And I'm like, "Get that out of here. I don't want to use a controller." Do you have any other chat games? I mean, I don't know. Like, this is where I'm at. SteamOS is Linux. But like sure, it's just I want to use a freaking keyboard. I want to use a mouse. You know what I mean? Dude, when Facebook is like, you can have t-shirt NFTs in the metaverse, poggers. I know. It's so bad. Where they're like, yo, you can have your fake Air Jordans in the metaverse. Oh, baby, you could have that.
You can have your knockoff Air Jordans.
Yeah, you could have your knockoff Air Jordans, digital Air Jordans, $300 in the metaverse, baby. Controllers have their place for that third-person games, retro games. Yeah, I don't mind a controller for certain games. I play a lot of stream games with a controller, but I'm never going to play a city builder, a simulator. Like, are you going to really play Roller Coaster Tycoon with a freaking controller? That's unhinged. That's freaking crazy. Here, I'm going to move my camera down a little. That's actually crazy. Like, I remember when I was a kid, they tried to put, like, StarCraft on the Nintendo 64, and I'm like, how are you going to play StarCraft on the Nintendo 64? Doesn't make any freaking sense. Why am I mentioning keyboard and mouse? Because, I don't know. You play Command and Conquer, and see, that's crazy. Yeah, people do that like, to me too. Whenever I've got my controller out
in your hands when you're doing
exactly
when you're doing Planet Zoo, it's like, what? How are you using a controller?
Yeah, people are like, "Whoa, you could use a controller for Planet Zoo? You're so talented." I'm like, "No." Or what? There was another game that people were like, "How are you playing this with a controller?" And I'm like, "Don't worry, the controller has a keyboard on it." I have the exact same thing. The exact same thing. SteamOS doesn't mean controller, really. But, like, the whole thing is that it's a portable gaming system, and you're saying that this moves people towards SteamOS or whatever, but it's a portable gaming system. I don't want to use a portable gaming system. Yeah, the controller's vestigial on sync, exactly. I should be able to put it away soon. Do you think a game called Ponytown is for kids? I don't know. I've never heard of that game.
I'm trying to get Lito to focus on it. I'm getting there, but
what, on my model?
Yeah.
He
keeps making promises that he doesn't keep, but
yeah, he keeps drawing a lot of other stuff. But whatever.
Yeah.
Hey Rurik, hi. You can already install SteamOS on anything? Yeah, but I don't want to install SteamOS on anything. I feel like I'm being hard sold things. I'm being like hard sold on something I don't want.
You want to install SteamOS on your desktop? Hell yeah.
No, I literally don't. How am I going to stream? Are they going to make OBS for SteamOS? No, that's ridiculous. Valve is trying to make the Steam Deck experience good. Valve doesn't want to make anything good. I'm convinced. They want to like make something that you'll buy and then shut up. Otherwise they would have spent more time. Like, they made an index and then they never did anything with it. They're like, here's your index, frick off, don't talk to us anymore. Here's your one game we made for VR, frick off, don't talk to us.
They're making an index 2 eventually.
So they're gonna, yeah, sure they are. So they're gonna make they're gonna make the Steam Deck or whatever. They're gonna give it to you, and they're gonna be like, "Here's your technology. Never talk to us again. Don't speak to us of this project ever again." That's how it's gonna work.
Do you know that's how Google is? Google, like, the Google Fiber, the internet stuff, they started rolling that out in the big cities. They're like, it's going to be everywhere. We're going to send it to rural areas. They put it in, like, the major cities, and like,
never going to talk to us ever again. Did you miss puzzles? We did puzzles for a little bit. The world was a little bit weird, giving me a little bit of vertigo, so I kind of moved away from it for now. We might go do something else for a little bit, but... Yeah, that last room was going to make me want to barf.
Made me real nauseous.
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, I feel like all these tech companies, they all want to do proofs of concept, and then they want to give it to somebody else, have somebody else do all the development on it, and then just make all the money off of it. That's like their whole game. We did finish the world. It was like a few puzzles. Honestly, the puzzles weren't that intuitive. I don't understand why there were things bolted to the ground that we never used.
But that's true. We never used those.
Linus Tech Tips did a series on daily driving Linux, and it absolutely sucks for streaming. Yeah, so why do I want to be in that environment? Again, I don't want to be there. It's not my deal.
Yeah, but that thing is all we did was open like 4 doors.
To be fair,
got a floppy disk and opened the last one.
Literally, the Fox did every single puzzle. I didn't do a single puzzle.
Hey, you grabbed the floppy disk from my hand and used it on the console.
That's true. I literally took the puzzle answers and did them myself. I did do that.
Good job.
90% sure you're putting words in someone else's mouth, though? What do you mean?
About what?
About, like, the SteamOS or whatever? But I feel like you were saying, like, their whole goal is to put the SteamOS on everything and make this, like, get rid of Windows. We're not going to use Windows anymore. We're just going to use SteamOS. And then you're going to have a gaming PC that runs SteamOS. That's the goal, right? Because if that's not the goal, then I don't understand what you're talking about. It's because of Linux or because no one really develops for it? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just want to I like my computer experience as is. I don't understand why I would go changing my computer experience as is. Maybe that's a bit of a boomer perspective, but like, I really don't think that these companies like are caring to do anything with it. Does my wing have specular lighting? No. Okay. Yo, pause up for the Raiders. Pause. Beans. Backdash, welcome in. Thanks for raiding our stream. Welcome on in. I hope you had a great one.
Here. I'll get it.
There's your tiny little beans. Windows is becoming sketchy, like making a broken OS. I haven't tried Windows 11, so I have no idea.
The backdash.
The backdash. Oh, you're doing my shout out for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fox is trying to do you're live seeing Fox do moderation for my stream. They're only saying that Windows is becoming sketchy. I mean, I guess that could be true, but I don't know. My computer is not like actively dying or whatever. If anybody else has another puzzle world that they're fond of or know about, I'd be happy to go check that out. We finished that last one, so, you know, we could do some more. What are you doing over there? Oh. Make Fox Paws dance for amusement? Fox dance. Stand on the table and dance.
There was no redeem.
Doesn't matter.
I want clams.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to give you anything. You've already scammed me out of enough clams.
Oh, God.
Dance for stream.
Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, what? Here we go.
Yeah, there. Somebody redeemed Dancing Otter. This is for you. This is a Dancing Fox redeem. Gino Blatt did Dancing Fox.
Oops. All right. Get this out of my face. Get out of here. Leave.
Dance. Hang on. Let me move the camera. Dance. Honorary Otter Fox. Good job. Good job. It's actually way better than my dance is the thing. My dances suck. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm dancing. I'm terrible.
Same.
Yes, you've appeased the masses for now. Exactly.
Yay. Okay, I will accept the clams into my clamshell pouch. Thank you.
Okay. You're gonna have to steal them from Genoblast.
No, he
I
gave them
literally,
to you, 2,000 clams.
There's literally no way for me to just award people points. This is not a thing that I can do anyway.
What?
Yeah, I just have infinity of them. Yeah, I got stretchies my legs. I'm guaranteeing that I'm gonna come off stream and have like 1,000 work messages. By the way, because I sent a work message right before I got on stream, and I promise you that they're on there being like frantically trying to get a hold of me. Yeah, gift Foxpaws 2,000 clams. Yo, I bet you I can switch microphones now. Hang on. It's been charging for like 15 minutes. I could probably get another like 50 out of it. Let's find out. It's connected. Is it against TOS to make a rigged Gamba? The thing is I can't Gamba into my own Gamba.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I have 3 of your stream open right now.
Oh, no. Okay, that should be better for that, yeah. Yo, Zero the Digger. Welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome. To give other people free points. But there's the thing that you're missing is that there's a limited supply of clams in the economy, right? Yeah, you're talking about clamflation. You can't just print clams. There's a limited supply of clams in the clam economy. And the only way to accrue more clams is to put the work into the system of watching the stream. You can't just add clams to the economy. Right? Yeah, it's like, no, it's not like, shut up. So you can't, that's the thing, is like, I can't Gamba into my Gambas, so I can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to put 1 million clams into the economy. It doesn't work that way. So I can't rig one. The only way that we could rig one is by taking like my mods clams and giving them away, like Robin Hood style. So we could take Techie's clams and give them away. Take from the 1% of Clam Club viewers and give them out to the 99%. 1% of the Clam Club viewers hold 99% of the clams. I ask you, does this seem fair? Does this seem fair? Is this equitable?
I have 334,000 clams.
We need to tax the Amazons and the Googles and the Facebooks of the Clam Club and redistribute the wealth.
The clam economy.
Yeah, the clam economy's all frick, dude. I'm going to put one redeem in here that anybody even wants to redeem, and everybody's going to be like, oh yeah, now I'm going to spend it on it one time and never again, and you're still going to have infinite clams. That's the problem. Tax the Amazons? What do I have against tribal lesbians? Absolutely nothing. It's the Jeffrey Bezos that's the problem. Really, it's a Derg army right now. Yeah.
Wait, did we get another dance redeem?
No, it's a dab.
Oh, dabbing.
Yeah, at Daddy Bezos. Do you think Jeffrey Bezos has a? Do you think Jeffrey Bezos has a Twitch account? A brainy aquamarine crow. That's a pretty good persona, actually. Not anymore, he left. Do you think he deleted his Twitch account on the way out the door? He was like, nah, dog, I'm out. Screw this. I'm not gonna watch these nerds play video games. At Jeffrey Daddy Bezos. Do you think Daddy Bezos is a Twitch account? I don't even know. Do you think Jeff Bezos uses Bo Burnham's Jeff Bezos song as his ringtone? It's a good question. Probably not. It's probably like something else. Like maybe he bought Imagine Dragons, like the whole band. Like he was just like, I'm gonna purchase Imagine Dragons, and then Imagine Dragons, like he minted an NFT or whatever of Imagine Dragons' entire catalog or whatever, and then whenever like his cell phone rings, it like plays a sound that tells him that he owns the Imagine Dragons discology or something. I don't know.
Just like Elon Musk owns Twitter now.
Technically, he doesn't yet.
If
you were a billionaire, you'd know I'd be commissioning a theme song. Unironically, if I was a billionaire, I would just set up like an unlimited money fund for like furry artists, and I'd be like, here's my character. Do you want some money? Draw my character and send the art here, and then just collect money. You just send it here, and then when you send the art, you just get hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, here you go.
I hope it fails.
Unironically, that's what I would do. I would just have $1 billion, and I'd be like, here's $1 billion. It's in a bank account. Here's my character. Draw my character and get money. Okay, Zeffels, you say it's super abusable, and it is, okay? Okay, hang on. I'm just really going to quickly ask my Alaska something. 1 second. Alexa, what's 1 billion divided by 200? That's 5 million. 5 million furry commissions. 5 million. 5 million. If I paid $200 on average for a furry commission. 5 million.
Do you know what the selling point is?
That's fine. Audio's dead? Fine. No, it's not dead. It's just that I was listening to my husband say something.
Dead?
It made my mouth talk because there's no filter on my in-game audio, and I was just listening to my husband.
Okay, good.
No, it's not dead. It's not dead.
Do you know what you're selling? Do you know what your selling point would be when you go up to them? It's like, here is the $1 billion. Do you want a spigot attached to this with your name labeled above it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna have here's okay, alternate plan. You hire like 2 people or something, like a small team, and their job is to filter the art responses, okay? And if you send crappy garbage, then they give you a response that's like a certain tier. Like if they judge it deemed of a certain tier or whatever. If you really want to like be like, oh, you can't just send blank images or whatever. If it's at least a passable piece of artwork and you've done what I've wanted, then I get unlimited art. 500 million pieces of art.
So you have art quality.
Yeah, I have art quality inspectors.
Art quality
exactly.
Assessors, yeah.
Exactly. At that point, you wouldn't even care about the art anymore? I might. You don't know. I might. More art than an average furry hard drive.
Like, Sync has 5 mods now, and they still care about me, so that tells you something.
That's true. That's true. Just think about it. Or alternatively, okay, maybe you don't just have like...
Let that sink in.
Yeah, maybe you don't just have like an art spigot and people can just get whatever they want. Sure, whatever, that's fine. Maybe instead, you know how rich people have like an art procurement person that's like their personal assistant and they just go out and buy art for them? So then I just hire somebody at like, I don't know, $100,000 a year, whatever, it doesn't matter. You pay them $100,000 a year, and their job is to go out to find furry artists and then just give them, like, literally offer them stupid amounts of money to pay and get art. And you're just like, oh, best artist in the fandom, you, draw me, you draw me, you draw me. And then you take like their price list and you're like, frick your price list. Put this in the garbage. I don't give a crap. And like say their normal price is like $250. You just go to them and be like, $1,000. You draw this dragon. You don't even care. Like front of the queue, $1,000. I quadruple your rate. Draw my art front of the queue.
The artflation is gonna be crazy.
It's crazy. Also, hi Odell, welcome. You know what I mean? Like the artflation is crazy, but like you then become that person in the fandom that people are like, why do you have so much art? And you're like,
So you're thinking of Togepi.
Wait, how much money did dumbass buy Twitter for? It wasn't 46 billion. It was 46 million or something like that, wasn't it?
It was billion. What do you mean million? You think Twitter's only worth millions?
Wait, no, he doesn't have $44 billion. Wait, hang on.
He leveraged. Yes, but he had to leverage his ownership in Tesla, so all of the investors in Tesla paid for Twitter, not Elon Musk. That's okay, they can still hear me.
Okay, I fixed it, sort of. I smacked my microphone and it made a software piece break. But okay, so this guy's worth $380 billion. I was sitting here thinking about if I had $1 billion, I would put $1 billion towards whatever art project, right? But like that's 500 million pieces of art pieces. You could, if you had $780 billion or whatever this idiot has, you could literally just be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm just gonna like throw money at artists. You just like, you go to like actual, know what I would do? You know what I would do? I would go to people that aren't furry artists. I would go to people that are established real artists. Like people that are like, oh yeah, I am an artiste. I have a gallery or whatever the hell. And I'd be like, you draw me furry art. Oh, your rate is $100,000? Fine, do it. I don't care. Draw me furry art. What? Yeah, I go to Banksy and be like, Banksy, I want you to draw me friggin' furry art. Banksy, draw this dragon and this fox, and you know what I want them to do. You know. Cuddle. That's right.
Wow.
Just imagine how many like fursuits and furry art and all this crap you could have if you had like $1 billion, let alone 300. That'd be crazy.
You know, it's not liquid assets, right?
Doesn't matter. When you have that much assets, you could literally just go to the bank and you could just go to like Bank of America and be like, hey, give me $1 billion. Like, okay, fine, just take it. They don't care. They'll give you a 0% loan. They don't give a crap. Do I have any Art of Sync Dragon? Not that I can show anyone.
Wow. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it. If you liquidate it, they'd have like 100 billion. That's still like more money than you could ever spend. After deciding you wanted to get a fursuit, you started measuring money in units of fursuits instead of millions of dollars. And by the way, Cosmic, you asked if I called her Alaska. Yes, I call her Alaska because I don't want her to speak, or I don't want her to listen. So whenever I'm like, don't speak to me, I call her Alaska. I'm speaking of her, not to her. So I'm like, do not speak. You are not being spoken to. Yeah, it's private cuddling art. I can't show anyone. It's very good cuddling
You
art.
tell me that all the time.
Oh, Tiger asked that. Yeah, no, sorry, that was it. Tiger. I thought it was Cosmic. Both your guys' names are orange. You can understand my confusion. You can show, you just choose not to. That's valid. Exactly. Yeah, everybody with an orange name is the same person.
It's true.
You spend so much on furry art to the point that Echo wants to sit down and talk to you. It's so true. So true. You have spent an insane amount of money on Wayward. That's true. To the point where, like, one of our friends talked to Wayward and said that they knew you, and Wayward was like, "Oh yeah, we knew Ryu." It's so funny. Yo, what time is it? 6:20. Yeah, you gotta social engineering hack your way into my cuddle art. Exactly. And we harassed Wayward at TFF. I actually saw Wayward, and I thought about talking to Wayward about it, but then I just passed. I think I bought a Wayward Guillemon thing. I think Wayward had a Guillemon pin or something that I bought. But I thought about being like, oh yeah, you know Ryu, right? And then I didn't. I did not. I chose not to.
Or was it Spicy? Spicy Pepper Boy.
It might have been.
That you
It might have
bought
been
instead of the
Fuecoco too.
Guillemon.
I'm not 100% sure. Hi Mango, welcome on in. Welcome. Wayward is
Hello.
going to be at AC. I want to go to all these cons, but I don't have any time. All these cons eat up so much time. I don't have any time.
Yeah, it's like a week per con of PTO.
Yeah, I'm talking about Riley, Wayward Mutt. Yeah, same thing. A live white grasshopper. I believe that's who we're talking. Like, I think that's the same name, Riley and Wayward. I think they're the same person.
Sure, it's not Juice and Juiceps.
Juice and Juiceps are definitely different people. Yeah, time is the one thing money can't buy. Although, if I did have 300 and whatever billion frick off dollars, I could make time by not working, and then I would have all the time in the world, and then I would go do whatever the hell I want. I sort of don't understand.
How many 5-hour energies?
I sort of don't understand why you continue to work if you're already worth $700 billion or whatever. Like, what's the point? Like, if I'm worth $300 billion, yeah, if I'm worth $300 billion, I'm not going to go try to make more money. What's the point? It doesn't make any dang sense.
Yes. The only thing that gives them pleasure is making more money.
It's messed up, man. It's
Like,
psychopathy.
they can't buy stuff.
Beans.
Hey, bring the beans camera in here. Let me
Beans.
participate.
Beans. Get this guy out of here. Beans. This is my stream.
Oh.
Beans. Money is a game to them. They need to be the richest. Yeah, they're assholes. Like I said. Unless they give up their control of their assets, they're legally obligated to their shareholders to return on investment. Yeah, so sell everything, cash out, and leave. Even if, okay, so if you're worth $350 billion, you're like, oh, well, if they cash out, they're not going to get their $350 billion worth. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm only going to have $50 billion. What am I going to do with myself? I'm only worth a small country. I can only buy 70 Bugatti Veyrons a year for the rest of my life. Oh, no, what will I do? Who cares? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
You can make even more time by buying even more caffeine pills and 5-hour energies.
Also, so true. So true. They never cared
don't
about
have to
spending
sleep.
money,
That's
so
more
like
time.
having enough money to is their default state. It probably doesn't feel desirable. Again, like it doesn't make any sense. Like if I had enough money to just do whatever the hell I want and go to every furry con every year and then just spend the rest of my time getting drunk in Mexico, I would do that. That sounds awesome. At least we're not getting that weird song. The one with like the weird saxophone. Today has been a saxophone free day. feel like having that much money is like playing a game with cheat codes. It'd be fun for a little while, but then I feel like the game would get ruined because there isn't any challenge to anything. I agree to a point. I think there's still challenges to be done, but like instead of taking that money and just trying to make more money, instead you could take that money and like, to me, I would take that money and I would open up a scientific lab that is like the point of the lab is to like discover things through like, I don't care. It's like a nonprofit, right? And then you're just like, I'm just going to hire scientists and I will work there with the team to try to discover things. And instead of giving a crap about where the money comes from, we just go, oh yeah, we're just going to try to discover stuff. You know what I mean? Like you could do something, you could actually try to do active science instead of trying to build a company. You have enough money that the money doesn't matter anymore. You're just building stuff. You could buy a whole building and lab, run the lab for 100 years and still have money left over. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? If that's what the challenge you want is, then you could have that challenge. If you don't want that challenge, then for a little bit you could just be like, well, I don't feel like doing any challenge. Y'all have fun. I'm going to go get drunk in Mexico. See you later or whatever. You know what I mean? They just already do that, except it gets boring when you've already done that for the first 30 years of your life. I don't know. Yeah, so true, Gino. Buy Twitch and give streamers 95% of their subs. So true. So true. Absolutely so true.
So you get bored of having fun, so you work. Because that's better than having fun.
I mean, life is about the balance. Life is about the balance between fun and work. Without, like, you know, a challenge to do anything, then you get bored. Without fun, then you get too stressed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can turn in like a fun hobby into work that you horribly like lose money on. You never make a profit, but that's because you don't have to worry about it and make it a stressful environment. You just have fun. You treat it like a job, but it's good.
The third voice was my husband talking while they're making dinner. Why do you need to go to Mexico to get drunk? Because the tequila there is really good. And also I like Mexico. Mexico's great. I love that country. It's so pretty there. Like there's so many cool birds and like I don't know, there's so many good beaches and like you go out to into the water and there's all these beautiful fish. It's awesome. I don't think that Puck is watching chat.
You get to pick what you take home for dinner?
Puck is not.
Yeah, Puck is not. You get to no.
You get to pick what you take home for dinner?
You can't eat the fish in the water.
It's not like I mean, if you paid enough.
Am I in virtual
Tell
Mexico?
someone to go
No.
fish that.
My world is technically in a Hawaii-like island that's actually not set on Earth, in theory. What's Puck cooking for dinner? I believe it's salmon of some sort. Some sort of fish.
Gimme.
Give you? No, it's my fish. Absolutely not.
Look, I only need a small little corner.
Not having a plan and a deadline, however artificial, is a good way to blow through $300 billion and not achieve anything. I dare you to spend $300 billion. Try. I dare you to try to spend
yacht,
300.
That's like half.
Okay, how much do you honestly think how much do you think a mega yacht is worth?
You could spend $1 billion on a mega yacht, and
There's
then
no
it
way.
costs
Hang on.
another
Hang on. I'm gonna Google this really quick. I'm literally gonna Google this. 1 second.
There's a website called Spend Jeff Bezos' Money.
Hang on. Keyboard me. How much does a cruise ship cost?
That's cheaper than a private yacht.
No, there's no way that's true. A cruise ship?
Absolutely.
Do you know how big these freaking cruise ships are? They're 2
Do you
football
know
fields
how
long.
custom?
They're 2 football
Yeah,
fields
do you know
long.
how custom yachts are?
Yeah, and they have like 6,000 TVs. Think about how many TVs are in a freaking cruise ship.
TVs are $100.
No, come on. There's no way. A cruise ship is $500 million. Jeff Bezos
Yeah,
is super.
so look up the most expensive
Yeah,
yacht.
Jeff Bezos' yacht was $500 million. So what are you gonna do with $300 billion? What you're gonna buy 120 super yachts and have a fleet of yachts? Why?
Look, yachts cost the same amount of money per year in maintenance and staff and stuff as the original sale price, or a tenth. Of
Okay,
that or
so you
something
buy
like that.
one
They
yacht,
cost a lot of
and it's
money
going to
to
cost
run.
you $500 million a year, $500 million to buy the yacht in cash, then $500 million a year to run and operate your yacht every year, is what you're saying, right?
Something like that.
That's still
Close.
70 years of
expensive.
owning that yacht.
Yeah, but that's all you get to do. What if you want to buy something else, like a whole massive private
Oh, I didn't
island
realize you were
and
going to be alive
build
70
up
years
on
from
it?
now.
Yeah, you gotta worry about that stuff.
It's so
What
stupid.
about your kids? You're gonna pass on your wealth.
There's no way. I dare you to spend $300 billion. I dare you. There's literally no way. Yeah, and it's not that much to maintain a yacht. There's no way. There's no way that's true.
It's like 10%.
It's $50 million. It's nothing. If you have $300 billion and your money, you're gonna try to spend $50 million a year. $50 million is like nothing when you have $500 billion. It makes no sense. The most expensive yacht was $4.8 billion. The most expensive cruise ship was $1.4.
I told you.
I think it's just about having a lot of net worth, not spending. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Yeah, and it's a business expense. You write it off, of course.
So that's
But I don't know.
That's $500 million a year of maintenance on that freaking yacht.
What I'm saying is that, like, there's no way that you're spending $300 billion in a lifetime unless you're actively being stupid. There's no way. There's literally no way. Unless you're doing stuff like literally spending $5 billion on a fleet of 400 yachts that are mega expensive, then you're not ever going to spend that money. There's no way.
What is the single most expensive unit you can buy?
The single
as a purchasable
of one thing. What is the most expensive thing that
like-
someone can buy?
Like a yacht is, you can buy a $4.8 billion yacht. Okay, let's start there. What's more expensive than that?
Twitter's a good argument, $44 billion.
Okay.
Wait,
Apple?
what's the net worth of Apple?
Apple's...
What's the market
Isn't
cap?
Apple
Yeah,
like
what
$1
is
trillion
what is
now?
Apple's valuation? Aren't they worth $1 trillion?
Liquids buy all the water on Earth.
Yeah, by all the water on Earth. Apple is 2.6 trillion.
$2.58 trillion.
Holy crap!
Holy crap!
That's a bit of money.
A country.
A country?
I think
My
Apple's
dude,
worth more than countries.
Apple's worth more than America. Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's like literally the federal budget for America per year. But yeah, but you can't
Well, we
buy a
spent
country.
$1.3 trillion on military.
You can't literally buy a country. Come on, let's be reasonable. You can't literally buy a country.
Sure, you can. You just buy. All you have to do is buy all of their representatives or whatever.
You can literally buy a country. There's no way you can literally buy a country.
Alexa,
Prove it.
how much was Alaska purchased for?
Okay, that's fair.
You can buy land. You didn't buy the country.
That's true. America literally did purchase Alaska.
Alaska wasn't a country. It belonged to Russia.
It was a piece of a country. If you bought that piece of a country from a country, you could do whatever you want with it. If you went to Russia and you said, "I want to buy this chunk of your country," and they were like, "Okay, here you go," you could. That's fair, maybe. I don't know if Russia would do it for you. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, the Louisiana purchase.
Russia gonna
That's
do it
true.
to
That's
you?
true. Exactly. They did
Wasn't the
literally purchase.
Louisiana
country.
purchase the Louisiana purchase was like $40,000, wasn't it?
Was it actually?
But in
Hang
like
on.
1776
Alexa,
or
how
something?
much was the
1840?
Louisiana purchase?
The U.S. Senate ratified the Louisiana Purchase on October 20th, 1803. This allowed the government to spend $15 million on 828.
It was $15 million.
Oh, okay. Okay, a bit more than what I thought.
$10 million in 1703 in today's money.
Oh, apparently it was $2 million. Yeah, what's that in today's dollars? What's that in today's dollars?
2.58 trillion.
There's no way that's 2.6 trillion. There's no way in today's dollars. That was like in 1700s money. To be fair, a dollar back then was like $100 now.
$100 in 1942 was 100 now.
I don't think that's true. $15 million for the Louisiana Purchase. So what is that in today's money? Somebody translate that. I want to know. The Louisiana Purchase adjusted for $5 billion. Dude, so you're telling me that we bought a whole piece of America for $5 billion? That's insane. What a deal.
Then what's the other one we did?
You bought Alaska
we bought
and,
more from Mexico.
And the Mexico part, which was the Louisiana Purchase, I believe.
No. Mexico's one's different.
How much was the Mexico one? And I don't know what was that called?
I think it was cheaper. I don't know. It was like the Mexican treaty or something like that, and we just took it from them.
You can have land, but if you don't do anything with it, you can lose it. To who? Didn't we take that in a war? Yeah, wasn't that in the Spanish-American War?
So maybe that was the treaty. Is we agreed to stop the war by taking their land.
If you don't have supply lines that fill that land with people and stuff. Argument, we buy Louisiana for $5 billion, and then we evict everybody, and we take it over as the furry capital of the world. Does anybody have $5 billion laying around?
I'm sure we could crowdfund that.
Yeah, can we crowdfund $5 billion furry dollars to build Furrytopia? We can build real world Zootopia, uwu. Yeah, we'll just take out a loan.
A small loan of $5 billion.
Yeah, does anybody have $5 billion? Everybody's got a couple billion under their bed, right? You can offer $2.38, $5. You know, every cent counts. You know? Yeah, furry Sienna, exactly.
All we need is like there's so many suspiciously wealthy furries out there. Surely we can.
Why would I evict? Why would I evict productive citizens? It's not about evicting the productive citizens. It's just that if they're not going to convert to furry, then sadly I could not accept.
Yeah,
I cannot accept them into my life.
It's either furry or eviction. Those are your two options.
Exactly. You either have to convert to being a furry. I don't know what somebody's trying to like get me a friend's request or something. Decline. Get out of here.
You have to go to Sync's Twitch channel, type in !persona, and that's your persona when you become a furry.
Oh, hi Zero. Oh, you just tried to friend me. Sorry, I don't actually accept friend requests on here, because my list gets very cluttered and it gets very hard for me to parse. But I appreciate the effort.
Ollie is now a navy blue parrot. Itchy, though.
It's a cultural conquest. Exactly. It's like winning in Civilization 6 through a cultural victory. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. See, if Ollie came to our Furtopia, they'd be an itchy navy blue parrot.
Exactly, exactly. And then it's like, oh, we have enough, like, say we could buy land for $5 billion, okay? Here's my deal. You're a furry, you can move to Furrytopia, it's Zootopia, and I have $300 billion. Everybody's taken care of. We just pay for you to live. You just get to live there as long as you're a furry.
I'm coming. Can I become my persona?
We're gonna call whatever it's called universal income. Everybody gets a base
UBI.
salary, UBI, for free. You just have to. All you have to do is be a furry. UBI for all furries. Everybody else has to pay their taxes. And if you have a company there, it has to be named something stupid and furry. Yeah, we could do that. Sure, yeah.
Oh no. Can we do research on like actually making people their persona?
Oh, of course. Yeah, there will be a bio lab that's like their whole purpose is to do like research on how to make people into furries. Yeah, furry basic income. We'll call it the FBI.
Yes, the FBI. So we're basically making. I think we're gonna have zombies. Before
Who's
we
paying
get
for this? Oh, we're gonna pool all our money and then also steal all of Jeff Bezos's and Elon Musk's money, and then we're gonna create a furry commune with all their money, with their $1 trillion in money. And also maybe we can just take Apple and just make it not exist anymore, and take their 2.7 trillion or whatever, and then we'll make Furrytopia with it.
Is that it? Adele said the Louisiana purchase in today's money would cost 297.
Otto has
million?
news. Oh, I
That's it?
think I must have missed it because chat's moving a little quick, so I must have missed it. There are a ton of furries in biostem fields. I'm a furry in biostem fields, literally.
So only $300 million for Louisiana purchase right now.
300
Would you buy
million.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got 300 million in my back pocket, no problem.
Yeah.
Otto, can you post your message again? I can't scroll. I can't look. I'm sorry.
That's what it was.
What?
That's what it was. It was the Louisiana purchase.
Oh,
amount in
okay.
Today's money.
Okay, it was that. It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. Sorry. Chat was moving really quick and I was looking away. You would have to liquidate their assets first and find a bank willing to carry that amount of cash. I'm the bank. Give me your $3 trillion. Don't worry. I'll keep it safe, probably. Totally.
Yeah.
And by safe, I'm gonna
Single-
be-
keep good care of it.
Yeah, I'm going to invest in making the greatest furry commune of all time. And we're going to have the biggest fur con at the furry tower, which is just like, I don't know, Bad Dragon headquarters, I guess.
Are you gonna make that? Are you gonna put that in the middle of your purchased land, so it's like in the middle of like Kansas
Exactly,
or something? So it's just
exactly.
flat boringness everywhere.
Yeah, it's not dollars, it's furrency. Exactly.
Oh no.
You can invest in creating a furry floating city-state, all Chrono Trigger Zeal-like. Yeah, totally. We can make like a space station. By Wyoming, no one lives there anyway. That's so true, but I don't want to live somewhere with snow.
Yeah.
I want to live somewhere warm.
But it'd be good. That would be good fursuit territory.
Like I feel like you could like buy. Yeah, I know, Sky Snap. I'm sure you want snow. What if you bought like Colorado? I guess there's snow there too, but like the weather's kind of nicer there. Which state is the
There's a lot of
cheapest? It's
giraffes
not
there.
about the cheapest. It's about which one's the best one. I bet you Portland, like yeah. What the hell state is Portland in? Oh my god, my brain. Yeah, can we buy Oregon?
Oregon?
Oregon wouldn't be that bad, right? How expensive could
It's the
Oregon be?
capital of Oregon.
Yeah, how expensive could Oregon be? How much do you think Oregon's worth? That's a nice place.
Well, what's your kidney worth? That's Oregon.
Making a furry commune, but man furry house would be nice. I mean, like, it depends. I've heard that different things. I guess, like, I wouldn't make people live in, like, a house together. But if, like, everybody in a city was a furry, you'd always have friends around. It would be awesome. What state is Pittsburgh in? You mean Pennsylvania? I don't want to buy Pennsylvania. Screw that place.
Pennsylvania? Yeah.
I don't want to live there. It's so cold.
Should buy Hawaii.
Every single
Just buy
time I
all
drive
of
through
Hawaii.
Pennsylvania, every time I've ever driven through Pennsylvania, it has been the storm of the century. Like, it's been like a giant snowstorm or a giant rainstorm, one or the other, every single time.
Let's just buy all of Hawaii and make it like this everywhere.
Yeah, what if we just buy Hawaii? What if we just bought a private island? We don't even need to buy a state. We just buy an island. How much space do you think every furry on Earth could take up?
How much could they possibly take up?
It's just a banana. How much could it possibly cost?
$6?
Yeah, $6? Like, how many furries do you think that there realistically are on Earth? Like, a million? Maybe?
Ask Alaska.
Maybe a million? I'm starting to
What would
describe the
Alaska
premise.
say?
of
Ask
VA.
Alaska.
Yeah, buy a volcanic island, exactly. Yo, Featherless, welcome to the
See,
Clan Club.
ask
Thanks for coming on
Alexa.
by. Welcome. What? Ask him what? How many
Ask
furries there
Alexa
are?
how many furries. Yeah.
Yeah. Alexa, how many furries are there on Earth? She doesn't know. She has no idea.
Oh,
No zoos allowed?
lame.
So the thing is, there are zoos out there that actually do important conservational work, and there's like, maybe you're not doing it for tourism's sake, but like they are there for conservation efforts. I don't hate zoos. I think that there is a way to have zoos and like aquariums and stuff like that that are good for the environment, and they give jobs to people that actually are you know, animal biologists, veterinarians, big animal veterinarians, and stuff like that. I think that there's value in that.
Is there value in your Planet Zuzus?
Oh, yeah, obviously. I thought you meant like a zoo. Oh my god, shut up.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh. Yeah, I see.
Listen, I'm just so
apostrophe makes a
innocent. I'm
difference.
sorry.
The apostrophe was very important.
The apostrophe was important. But yeah, no, I mean like literally how many furries do you think that there are on Earth? Like maybe 1 million? Like how big of a land do you really need to put like 1 million people?
You can fit every single person on Earth if they're shoulder to shoulder in the
Space of Central Park, yeah.
space of
You make the flesh
or whatever,
cube.
like
Fur Affinity has
Yeah, the flesh
1.2 million active users. So let's use that as our baseline. 1.2 million active users. That's like a reasonable sized city. So like to have all of the supporting whatever. There's countries with less than 1.2
Look.
million, right?
just buy Honolulu and we're done.
If you don't even need Honolulu, you need like Maui. You need like a smaller island. You don't need the big island of Hawaii. You don't even need that. If they make a furry utopia, you need closet furs. So be safe and call it 1.8. Let's say 2 million people. So if we had a small, yeah, Maui, exactly. We buy Maui and we rename it Meowie. Meowie. I love it. Just replace London? No, nobody wants to live in London. It's gross.
Turn on see-through. I'm proud of this one.
What?
Turn on see-through. I'm proud of this one.
Turn on see-through? What am I doing? It smells good. I mean, I literally can't hold it. Can you put it down somewhere?
Yeah.
2 million would be 15 times the population density of Maui. Wait. Alexa, how many people live on Maui? Holy crap. There's only 100,000 people in Maui?
Yeah,
Alexa, what's the population
Honolulu.
of Hawaii? Oh, so I guess we have to buy all of Hawaii.
Ooh. Yeah, we need to buy the whole state.
The whole state. Wow. I had no idea. I was like, there's no way, like, that it's that small. I didn't think Maui was that small. That's crazy. What would the national language of Furrytopia be? Whatever the fox says. We need 120 square miles. So where do you guys think we can buy 120 square miles?
Oklahoma.
1 million is a lot like a country, so like 2 or 3 cities. Well, it's one giant city or 2 or 3 smaller cities. Kansas?
Oklahoma land value is low. We could
Kansas
live
is
next to
probably
wind.
cheap. Yeah, we could probably buy Kansas and kick all the weirdos out.
You want to, you know all the tornadoes that blow through Kansas? You think we want to put all the furries there?
That's my only worry about like the Midwest is that like the weather's not great, right? Where is the
That's
weather
why
good?
it's cheap.
Like, can we buy Croatia? Or like Greece? Greece is having like an economic crisis, right? Can we buy Greece?
Croatia's doing fine economically, though.
Yeah, we could buy like Croatia or Greece or like Sicily or something. Or Andorra.
Sicily's too small.
Greece might answer that call. That's what I'm saying. We could like buy all of Greece. The Mediterranean's beautiful.
Yeah.
So like we could just buy the Greek islands and then just be like, okay,
Ooh.
these are ours now. Get out. And then we'll be like, oh, all those
Or-
legends that you had, all those Greek gods, and then we pay furry artists to turn all the Greek statues into furry statues, and then they're all just like hot lion dads and stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We could also just buy Italy and keep the chefs there.
You buy
Be
Italy
like,
and
you
keep the
can-
chefs there.
You can make
I don't,
food.
I don't know that we could afford Italy. Italy is pretty nice. Not that
They
Greece
are,
isn't nice,
but-
but like they're not having like a literal crisis. Hey, how big is Greece? 122 square miles from Malta? Yo, that's doable. That's so doable. What about that island in the middle of the island that's like south of Greece, where like that like is it Crete? I think it's like a little like square shaped island that's like Israel's here and it's like over here or something like that. Maybe it's Sardinia. I don't know. How big is that? Greece is basically what the economics of a furry country would be if you went off everything that sounds good on Twitter. But counterpoint, we took all of Jeffrey Bezos's money and all of Elon Musk's money and all of Apple's money, and so now we have like $3 trillion or something like that, and so we have enough money to sustain ourselves forever. So it's fine. Maybe it's Cyprus. I don't know. One of those islands.
Little jump start.
Yeah, there used to be like a holy order that lived on that island or something. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll just own an economy.
We could live in the Vatican State.
How did we get this far down the rabbit hole? I don't know. To your left, you can see the Merle, the legend of the Minotaur. And to your right, you can see a statue of Mino Daddy. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
We could buy Luxembourg.
You just need to set up automation and you can get money. Yeah, exactly. We just have everything set up and we just like develop like teleporters and stuff like that. We basically turn our country into that one from the Black Panther, whatever that was called, Wakanda. We turn Greece into Wakanda, but for furries. And then we just have like insane technology and we hide it from people and everybody's like, oh yeah, those furries, they don't have any technology. They're idiots over there. They don't know what's going on. And then like the force field drops and we just have a robot army and we all have kick-ass swords and stuff. We just have crazy technology with vibranium or whatever. Exactly. An economic crisis means your country is on sale.
All right, you're going even deeper in the rabbit hole than I was expecting.
It's very good. How would you stop hordes of stupid people from blowing through 3 trillion? Are you going to hoard all the money to yourself? No. There will be an AI that was developed by the Utopia to assign people their money, of course.
And it only cost $2.89 trillion to develop.
Exactly. And now we still have 0.1 trillion left. We're fine. Who wrote the AI? I don't know. AI people. Nerds. There's enough nerds in furry to write AI. Unironically, there is enough nerds in furry to write an AI. Unironically.
It's true.
Unironically.
We could just get Watson to do it. You know Watson, the one that learned how to play chess and then beat the best person in the world at it?
That's not even the best chess computer anymore.
No, it's not. But it's pretty good.
A mattress salesperson who calls their sales economic crises. That's actually so good.
Crises.
Watson did not learn how to play chess. No, that was Deep Blue. Watson played Jeopardy. This is absolutely correct. Deep Blue played chess.
Very cool.
Post-scarcity economics? That's what I'm saying. We basically turn ourselves into Star Trek. Deep Blue was not AI? Listen. Didn't Google develop... They did AlphaGo. They did Alpha Protein. Did they do Alpha Chess? Yeah, they did. They did like 3 versions of Alpha Chess, actually. Google did like 3 versions of Alpha Chess, I think. Their newest one is creepy. It plays chess like a freaking monster. Alpha Zero, that's right. Dude, the chess engine from Google is like, the way it plays chess is like weird. It like plays chess like instead of playing like you take people's pieces or like worrying about the pieces, it's all about taking up space and like restricting the other person's pieces from being able to move. It's so weird. Yeah, in Furry Utopia, everybody gets a free fursuit, obviously. Everybody gets a free furry model. There's all of your art commissions are covered, so everybody has a fursona that's custom to them, and it's all post-scarcity. There's no money. You just get it. Because the AI art, it just generates it for you. You go to the AI, and it's like, hi, I want to be a Twinkie Thirst Trap Dragon. And then you just get this. And it just spits it out of a computer. Yeah, the artist can't keep up. There's no reason to be an artist anymore. Yeah, your ID has your furry picture and your persona. But then you can't make your Trink Dragon for me? No, but you don't have to anymore. You just get to experience all the good parts. You just get to have me and cuddle me. You just get to you don't have to make a model anymore. That's the thing. How are you supposed to buy food? You don't buy food. You just ask the computer for food. You're like, "Hey, give me food." And they're like, "Okay, here you go."
Holographic meatloaf again?
Now I'm eternally in debt to you. Lysek's trying to make me an indentured servant. Yeah, free pizza for life. Unlimited pizza with whatever toppings you want. Exactly. I'm talking about an automated palace economy? Yeah, what's the problem with that? Even pineapple, especially pineapple. In fact, in Furrytopia, you're required to like pineapple on pizza. It does belong on pizza. So true, so true. Olives also belong on pizza. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about toppings on pizza. I feel the same way about society as I feel about pizza. Now that's gonna sound really weird to you, if you take it at face value. Okay, it's gonna.
So you want pineapples?
Pizza is like a society. Pizza is like a society. I don't care about what toppings you put on your pizza as long as you're not hurting anyone. You know what I mean? Everything belongs on pizza if you want it to belong on pizza. As long as no one's getting hurt, who cares? Eat whatever you want, man. Who cares? Put your sardines on there. Have olives and bacon and pineapple and whatever the hell you want, man. It's too complicated. How is it complicated? It's my life society. It's how I think. Pizza's like a society. They don't last long when people are hungry. Yeah, but nobody's hungry in Furrytopia. That's the thing, is that nobody's hungry in Furrytopia because there's unlimited food from the food replicators that the AI furry god gave us. The furry god Uwu, the Mino Daddy. Olives, bacon, pineapple sounds like amazing for a pizza. Here's my thing. I've always wanted to try mangoes on pizza. Because, like, pineapple's good on pizza, right? So why not mangoes? You know what I mean? Energy for replicating food has to come from somewhere. Checkmate. The AI Mino Daddy, Uwu, made us fusion reactors that have unlimited energy. Ergo, food. Mango sauce instead of marinara. That does sound interesting. I would try it, especially if you put like curry in it. Like if you did like a mango chutney base on your pizza with like a good cheese on top, like a mango chutney, that would be very, very good. Unlimited energy? Well, not literally unlimited, but like, you know, they go out and mine asteroids for plutonium or whatever and do fusion reactions. I don't know. Who cares? The AI Mino Daddy figured that out. How to become a resident of Furrytopia? All furries get to be a resident of Furrytopia. Am I going to have time after stream? What time is it? Oh, it's literally the end of stream time, huh? Okay. I got so into this conversation. I need to eat and check my phone. Did we just solve perpetual motion with AI? That's up to AI Mino Daddy to figure out. You know what I mean? One asteroid has more iron than the entire Earth. That's what I mean. I am hungry. I do smell
like solid diamond out there as well.
Iron is nuclear ash.
Diamond's worthless, but
yeah, but I don't need the iron. We can just, I don't know what you fuse with like water, don't you? I don't know how fusion works. What do I look like, a physicist? That's for the AI Mino Daddy to figure out. That's not my problem. Sink Ben Shapiro accidentally came out as gay? What do you mean? Let's say hypothetically
Spaces.
that my
don't take it seriously.
Let's say hypothetically, just for the debate, that my wife had a penis. Hypothetically, if I played with that penis, would that make me a homosexual? No. Checkmate, liberals. You don't need to eat. What you should do is a 24-hour stream just developing Furrytopia. He referred to himself as a gay man on Twitter. Good. Love to see it. Good for him. Okay, here's the thing. I really want to keep talking about this and having fun talking about Clamtopia or Furrytopia or whatever, because I'm having a great time. But the other thing, and this is the thing about the real world, is that the Calgary Flames are about to put the Dallas Stars into the dumpster. And that's also very important to me. So I'm gonna, and also there's food. There's like literally a slab of salmon just sitting right there for me. My perfect Ben Shapiro impression, exactly. All right, let me take a quick look here. Hang on. Clicking on the buttons. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out who I want to raid. Yo, Salmon, why am I still live? I know, right? I'm losing my mind. Lysic, I will talk to you after stream about things. I want to charge my microphone, so there's that and whatnot. So give me a few minutes to eat and whatnot, but we'll see. It depends on if my work is desperately trying to get a hold of me or not. We'll see. But yeah, we should raid that Sync Otter person. We hear they're great. Yeah, I should raid myself. That would be great. Yeah. Meowpenheimer. I don't even know who that is. Okay, so as far as stream news goes, I will be back here on Saturday. I don't think I'm going to play Pokemon on Saturday. I think I'm going to play something else. We'll see. I have a couple. I want to start like diversifying. We're playing Pokemon every freaking day, okay? Like, I gotta calm down on that, okay? We played like Pokemon way too much lately. The last stream was a little bit sparse because nobody wants to watch that stuff. So we'll find something else. Maybe for at least one of those days that we'll figure out to play. I've still got Majora's Mask to finish, so maybe we'll work on that. I don't know. But there will be streams Saturdays and Sundays this week, unless I get insanely busy with work, but that probably shouldn't happen. No breaks in the Pokemon train. I just really like Pokemon, okay? It's fun. It's fun. But maybe we'll fit in like a Planet Zoo or a Planet Coaster or maybe like a City Skyline in there somewhere. You know, maybe that'll be fun. We'll see. I've been also really thinking about playing, and I talked about this before, Stellaris. So maybe we'll try that too. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Let me take a look at here. Who's live? Who's live? Somebody want to type out a raid message? Something about Furrytopia? I don't know. What's a good raid message for Furrytopia? How long have you been live, Juice? No. Shut up, Shut up, Juice. A little bit. How long have all these people been live? Yeah, shut up, Juice. How long have you been live, Alu?
In this style.
No, shut up, Alu. Alu's only been live for an hour. Let's raid Alu. All right. In Furrytopia, we get free food. The Mino Daddy gave us free food. Your state-mandated soda has arrived. Exactly. Little Matt, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome. Furrytopia, brought to you by Mino Daddy. That's a pretty good one too. We need some emotes in there. Put some emotes up in there. We're coming for you, Steven Dog. Who the heck is Steven Dog? What are you talking about, Aces? Furrytopia, brought to you by Mino Daddy. That's really good. That's a good one. Alu is Steven Dog? What are you talking about? I like the Furrytopia brought to you by Mino Daddy. This can be the raid message right here. Furrytopia brought to you by Mino Daddy. It's extremely good. That's the raid message. I like it. His real name is Steven? Honest to God, I didn't even know that. God as my witness? do not know one of my friends' real life names. I have hung out with them, even roomed with them in the same room at a con. Did not know their real name. Anyway, so there's the raid message, everybody. I will see you guys on Saturday for, I don't know, some sort of content. Come hang out. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. It's a great place. We have fun there. If you haven't hit the follow button, hit the follow button. Stick around. Come watch some content. Maybe we'll talk more about Furrytopia. I don't know. We go on tangents here. It's fun. But thanks for coming, everybody. I had a great time. I'm going to go watch Calgary Flames, put these Dallas Stars in the dumpster, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Say hi to Alu for me.
Bye.